Hello,
Hello, Sergio.
Danielira.
How are you?
Very good, thank you.
Oh,
Thank
happy
you.
to know that you're good.
Happy August.
Happy to have you.
Happy October. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know what date it is.
It's the 18th?
18th. Oof.
Yeah, I think. I can't see.
Yeah. So, Danielira,
Takiro.
um, we did something a little bit different with this, with the ceiling of this painting.
Yes, last night. So
Yeah.
off camera.
Yeah, off camera. I almost ruined the painting. Well, the drawing at that point. If you see that it's kind of faded, it's because of what I did. So,
Mhm.
because we're not going to be able to get the transparent acrylic binder anymore, or not get it as easily.
Yep. Like in the store we usually buy it.
Yeah, but I
So,
don't want to. I don't want to hunt for this thing, throughout the city. That I'm not that desperate, to be honest. So I thought, well, what if, what if? Because I have it under here. I could show it in the end
what?
because it's under all my brushes here. Well, it's not a ton of brushes, actually. Let me move these around.
You're missing two, so beware of them when you leave the paper. It's funny because if we give you one surface more to put things,
I'll use it.
it's gonna be like crowded in 2 minutes. I don't know how you do it.
I'll use all the spaces that are available to me. If you give me 2 inches, I can work in 2 inches. So, like I said, never mind the little skull island thing here. But this is my test paper that I used for layering wax and liquid mixed with paint, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of like liquid over wax, wax over liquid, wax mixed with oil paint, um, wax and liquid mixed with oil paint. There are thicker areas. There are scumbled areas. There are thinner areas that are then pushed with like a knife. Um, a lot of like, you know, trial and error, I guess. Not a lot of error though, because I was thinking that I would stumble upon some sort of scenario where I was picking up the paint, or the paint, not because the paint wouldn't the solvent in the wax would lift my liquid. That one I was like, no, that's probably not going to happen. I don't think it's that strong. But what I was thinking, if I could have bet before, I would have bet that the liquid couldn't adhere itself to the wax. I was like, no, this is probably going to lift, not because it dissolves it, but because it just doesn't have enough grab, the liquid, to adhere itself to a wax layer. None of that happened. So I would have bet that if anything, that's the thing that for sure would have happened. Um, that didn't happen. So this is like strangely stable. This has over a year and a half. This was painted over a year and a half. And I always say, when you make mistakes, like technical mistakes in a painting that are, you know, that things that you clearly shouldn't have done, oh, in 3 months, the painting shows that you shouldn't have done it. Sometimes in a month, a painting tells you, hey, you shouldn't have done this. Um, if you go past a year and a half, I think this is nearing 2 years. I'm gonna say it's fairly stable. It's actually fairly stable. Um, paper doesn't. A lot of people are always concerned of how much the paper um, absorbs the oil, or in this case, the solvent that is part of that wax, which I have no idea what it is. It's so the solvent is so concealed by the smell, because they put like a citrusy smell on that wax, that
Mm-hmm.
I have like no clue. I can recognize solvents by smell, but I don't know what it has, and we don't have like a tech sheet, like a spec sheet to know what that wax has. Um, so in terms of fading, I don't think there's much fading. I mean, this was like a gray. I didn't really paint stuff with white, so I don't know if it would fade or yellow or something. But maybe the wax would do something to that. No, this was pretty much like a kind of light mix between raw umber and white. So this has been my test piece for a long time, and I don't know. I think it works, and you can do kind of cool stuff. Like when I see this, like don't pay attention to what it is. Just pay attention to the potential. But this is like very Ashley Wood, I would say. I would say. Um, or like Kanefsky, maybe. This has kind of like that feel. There's a little bit of that feel to it. It's very, very nice. I'm kind of mad at myself that I don't do enough expressive indirect painting where I can try things out like this. Yeah, I do want to do one of those. I do want to do, yeah, one of those because I do miss, these sort of things. Anyways, this to prove, well, this is all the proof I need, but and it's not the proof that I'm trying to show to you guys to convince you guys. No, this is like all I need because I really believe that when painting, you always hear of things that you're not supposed to do. I always feel, do those things in a painting that you don't really care about. Go try them out. All the things that you're not supposed to do. Try them out. See how they feel. Understand why they don't work out. See it with your own eyes, why things don't work out. Feel it under your brush when things don't work out. That's when you learn about painting. So this I do for myself to see if what I'm doing, because I always follow my gut, but I've been wrong sometimes, and I always try to give myself a chance to say, okay, let's see if there's something interesting to this. Let's see if the expressive side can outweigh the technical sort of mishaps that may occur. But in this case, it's just solid enough, I feel, that we could try things out. So why am I saying this? Because we are running out of binder.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, well, why don't we seal it with the wax? Let's seal the drawing with the wax, like direct on the paper, seal the drawing with the wax. And you guys can't feel it. Like Danny felt it yesterday. It's very, it feels like a hot pressed paper now. It's very, not super slick, but it is far slicker than it was than the paper was before.
Yeah, because you can feel the wax penetrated all the fibers of the paper. So it still feels like paper, but not like paper. So like paper with a tiny bit of, I even told you yesterday and you were like, well, not quite, but it's like 80% paper and 20% Yupo.
Like Yupo, like a like plasticky feel to it?
Yeah, because it feels like that slick to the touch.
Yeah. So I've never done this before, by the way.
No.
Like I called Danny yesterday because I had never done it. I was very curious to see how, like if it was able to make for example, the color pencil bleed a little bit, like what happens if you put the transparent acrylic binder on. It doesn't. It actually doesn't. It does lift the waxy sort of residue of the color pencil, but it doesn't spread it. That's why the drawing feels a lot lighter today, because when I was buffing it, when I was buffing the wax that was on the surface, you do lift a lot of the pigment of the pencil. So, it doesn't do anything particularly beautiful for the drawing. It actually takes away a lot of the drawing. But I'm more curious to see how it feels under the brush and to see how slick it is and how less absorbent the paper is going to be.
Yeah, Catherine was saying, doesn't it feel greasy?
Yesterday, yes. Now that the wax has
that it's dried,
fully dried, No, not at all. I
Yeah,
mean,
because yesterday, I'm sorry, I'm
no,
interrupting you.
please,
I was gonna
please.
say that yesterday, like right after you applied it, I
Yeah,
was like, I touched it and you could
yeah.
feel the residue.
Yes.
But today I touched it and it had no residue at all. So
No.
residue, I don't know how to say it.
Residue? Yeah.
Residue at
Yep.
all. So
Yeah, 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 exactly. So I did make a mistake yesterday when you are, buffing a piece of paper when you're waxing something that's actually flexible. Well, not flexible, I'm sorry, but something that is loose, like a substrate that is loose and it's not laid on something, it's not stretched on something. Uh, you have to be so careful because the paper sometimes offers like resistance. And what happened yesterday is like the paper like offered a little bit of resistance, but I kept going, and it had these two huge creases here because
now they are like
I just bent the paper.
undetectable.
Yeah, but I mean, I can see them because I know what I did.
Yeah, but I
But
was like inspecting the paper
right,
afterwards
yeah,
and it has nothing. Nothing, I mean.
yeah, no, no, no. I mean, if you don't know about it, you can't see them. But I, I saw them and I cursed up a storm, and I was
Yeah.
very frustrated with myself because I know better. Like I need to be a little more concentrated when I'm doing that. Like I've put wax on paper, on hundreds of papers, so I know how to do that. And I know that sometimes you run the risk either of going out of the paper and then coming back in, and then you lift all that paper and bend it. So it's something that you have to do carefully, like mindfully. And I wasn't concentrating. But to get rid of those creases, I could have either pressed the paper for 3-4 days maybe, and just hope that would go away. But me being very impatient, what I did was I applied some of that binder to the back,
Mm-hmm.
and that way you kind of wet the back, and then the paper kind of stretch it, like tightens again, and so you expand the fibers, they tighten back again, and hopefully, I was hoping that was going to do the trick, and I think it did.
It did.
So I would say it's 99% gone. But
Hmm.
but because I know everything I did, I'm like, I can see you. So this is a very strange one because it has like a sealed back, which I'm guessing like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I was gonna say maybe it protects it in some way from the wax, but it actually does nothing. I mean, it's the back of the paper. Um, and it has two layers of transparent acrylic binder on the back, and it has two layers of wax
Mm-hmm.
on the front.
Yes.
So what I do with the wax is I spread it all throughout, wait a little bit. You have to wait about a couple of minutes, 5-10 minutes, 10 minutes maybe, and then you start buffing it, and then it's great. So that's what we have right now. So let's see how that behaves with liquid. Um, I don't expect the liquid to lift it.
No, I don't think that would happen.
I don't think so either.
No, no, no.
No, I don't think so either. But I'm gonna be so honest with you. Even if it ruins the painting, like I'm gonna be super honest. If I start feeling like I'm lifting something, I'll tell you guys immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing is we're gonna adjust some of the drawing because I think the eyes are like wandering off. Like the two eyes are just going, to different places. And I think this one drops a little bit. I'm trying to make that head go round, round, and then this one is kind of, I don't know. So I think this guy is a little too low and it's a little bit to the right. So I'm gonna have to redraw it, but I'm gonna redraw it with paint. So because the nice part about this painting, I feel, is that a lot of this figure is in shade, or most of the figure is in
Mm-hmm.
shade actually.
Yeah.
So so we're gonna, it's probably reminiscent to one of my favorite paintings of our painted lives.
From the beginning.
Yeah,
I
from the
remember
beginning.
that.
It's like
Yeah.
one of my top 5 paintings. So
Yeah, I love it.
of Danny, she has a window behind, that was our room, window behind, and so she's backlit, and I don't know, I really really like that painting.
Yeah.
So let's start with that big shadow mass first, just so we're not scared of it like from the beginning. So we have to That's maybe a little too deep, but the good thing is we can spread this. And right now, I'm not feeling it. It's slicker, far slicker, like than
That's
I
why I was
anticipated.
referring it to as something. I mean, I'm not saying it's Yupo, but it has a bit of that quality in it. Like
Yeah, it's
that
very
slick
slick.
quality. Because I think that when you touch moleskin paper, you don't think about it being slick.
No, it has tooth to it.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
So,
this, I would say, it's a different sort of slick. It's not the slickness of acrylic, because
yeah.
acrylic tends to be very, very plasticky
Yeah.
feeling.
It's a plastic slick. This one's
Yeah,
like
this
a
is a little.
waxy.
Yeah, it's waxy.
Yeah.
It's a different sort of slickness to it. So, um, right now I'm good, but I want to see if I start, and I know we're going to lose some of that. For you guys, maybe we lose a lot of the drawing, but I can kind of see it. So I have these little guides underneath that are going to help me. So I'm not totally in the dark here regarding my drawing. So
Sofía Centurión
la Sophie
dice, ¿qué sería wax en español?
será
Cera.
Sophie.
Y ahorita tú estabas preguntando sobre qué tiene esta cera.
Sí,
Pues me metí a la página,
sí.
al como tech, no es fatal.
A la Stone
Dice,
Protect.
sí,
No,
dice,
es que
contiene ceras en pasta,
sí.
espesante, conservante y fragancia. O sea, nada. No le dicen a uno.
No, pero yo creo que esto tiene un solvente, 100%.
Dice cera en pasta, espesante, conservante y fragancia.
Y además ceras en pasta, o sea,
Ceras en pasta.
puede ser carnauba y abeja, cera de abeja.
De,
Que
de
son
pronto porque
normalmente las que se utilizan.
además es como amarillita, clara.
Pero es que
Entonces
las
sí puede
blanquean,
ser.
linda.
No, pero digo que podría ser.
Es que muchas veces esas ceras, las que ya usan industrial, si usan cera de abejas, las blanquean.
Pero yo creo que tiene como un tinte parecido a la cera de abeja. O sea, súper mezclada con otras cosas, pero
Bueno, la
podría ser.
carnaúba es más oscura que la cera de
Sí.
abeja, pero las dos se pueden blanquear, creo, lindita.
No, yo sé. Pero pues, bueno, dice ceras en pasta, espesante, conservante y fragancia. Eso es lo que dice.
Fragancia de nardo.
Frecuencia máxima de aplicación una vez por semana.
Uy, acá más. No, tocaría como escribirles si tienen la ficha.
Sí.
Pero este tipo de cosas hay
No,
veces
pero mira, es
como...
que incluso este es el PDF que uno descarga.
Sí, pero yo
O
creo
sea,
que uno
esas
les
son las
puede...
características técnicas, pues.
Sí, pero eso no están
No
diciendo
dicen
nada.
nada. Sí, yo sé.
La verdad, no están diciendo absolutamente
No.
nada.
Porque, a ver si es esta.
Esta es una cera colombiana para los que se preguntan.
Para piedra, sí. Como para mármol. A ver, no aparece.
No, yo creo, podría tratar de escribirles, pero yo no sé si... Es que creo que ellos no tienen que decir tampoco... Bueno, no, mentiras. O sea, en teoría, todas esas cosas químicas podrían decir, pero yo no sé si lo consideran como las empresas como salsa presto, entonces como que
Sí.
esta es nuestra receta, qué
Te
pena.
fuiste full local, la gente que va a
Pues
saber qué es salsa presto.
salsa presto, imagínense que es una salsa presto. Eh, por esto, lo rico es ir a presto.
Nadie dice así.
Así era el jingle, ¿sabías?
Por esto, lo rico es ir a presto.
Por esto, lo rico es ir a presto.
No, pero no sé.
1986, sí.
Sí. A ver, ¿cuál es? Yo no he visto propagandas de Presto en televisión.
No, Lenny, tú no has visto televisión, no hemos
Sí, es
visto
verdad.
televisión, o sea.
Es verdad. Pero, a mí Presto me gusta mucho.
En
Mi mamá
época
diría, uy, el super perro de Presto.
no,
Uf.
yo no tenía
¿Y
nada
lo he
favorito
probado?
de Presto,
No, yo sí, todo.
pero
El parque.
sí, creo que los parques se volvieron muy populares.
El parque que había en el de la 147 era muy chévere.
Ya ven, uno gigante como en la 100.
Sí, el de la 147 también era muy grande. Yo me acuerdo, ahí veo que está Cacaíto. No sé si Cacaíto también fue. Creo que sí. Y me acuerdo que con mi hermana, igual que en Pizza Show, nos decían, bueno, 10 minutos y nos vamos. Y nosotros, sí, no, es el último jueguito. Último jueguito nos metíamos a los como
No, y que la
tubos
saca
esos
de ahí.
gigantes. Exacto, y uno se hacía puro arriba y uno ya,
Tu pobre papá.
Dani, Nati, Camila, Ana Mara. Así, todos los gritos.
¿Y es que iba toda la tropa
Sí,
presto o
y
qué?
todos ahí, pues cuando estábamos en familia, sí. Cacaíto, el parque al que íbamos, obvio. Sí, obviamente. Y uno se escondía, sí.
Yo la dejo ahí,
Y
yo
en
la dejo.
Pizza Show, que había como unos túneles en el techo.
Eso nunca fui yo.
Uff, lo mejor.
Creo que
Mi,
Luisa
mi
fue...
niñez es Pizza Show
mm,
y Rodeolandia.
Bueno, pero Rodeolandia...
Mejores lugares de la historia. Yo iba, es que mis papás
Tú
eran
puedes
como
decir eso y mi
una,
hermano puede decir eso. ¿Sí me
era,
entiendes? Mi hermana con Rodeolandia.
eh, mira, Cacaíto dice, sí, obvio a Presto íbamos, jaja. Mi hermano todavía tiene un peluche de Otto de Presto.
¿Qué
Uy,
pito es ese
Cacao,
Otto?
eso.
¿Era el canguro? ¿No era un canguro?
Sí, es que acuérdate que ellos empezaron a dar como una cajita feliz más o menos
Ujú.
y tenían distintos muñecos. ¿Sabes qué me acuerdo mucho? En el Carrefour
No, y
de la
yo
170
lancé lo de Presto como,
vendían, tenían como en el mostrario los muñequitos que vendían. Pues no vendían, que regalaban.
casi
Y
todas
estaba
las...
como Otto y sus amigos.
No, joder. ¿Tenía amigos Otto?
Pues sí,
¿Ottos amigos?
sí. Bueno, Cacaito dice, nuestra niñez era eso literal, jaja, uf, Rodiolandia, my God. Sí, Rodiolandia era lo
Pero
mejor.
se me hace bien curioso que eso era, por eso te digo, o sea, para mi hermana Catalina podría decir, uy, Rodeolandia.
Pero es que
Y tú
Rodiolandia
puedes
era,
decir Rodeolandia.
pues
Y
sí.
nunca Rodeolandia fue como grande.
¿Qué? Obvio sí, en mi
No, mi
época.
amor, pero no, o sea, grande me refiero a El Salitre o Mundo Aventura.
No, pero era increíble. Además se acabó hace...
No,
Mira, ahí
no,
estoy viendo. Ah, hay una cuando se cerró.
no, pues no en pandemia, no,
No
no,
hay. Estás
me
hablando.
niego, me niego a creer que en
Obviamente
pandemia.
no, hace muchos años.
Por eso,
En el 2005.
sí, no, antes, pero si me dijeras 2005, yo pienso que se acabó como 20 años muy tarde.
No, era increíble, increíble. Y
Sí, pero
todo
es
lo
que
que
en mi
tenían
época era
increíble.
increíble.
No, pero es que después de tu época le metieron, me acuerdo, había boogies. Mi cosa favorita era el rodadero,
¿Qué
que
llamas
uno
tú
se,
boogies, mi amor?
así se les llaman a los
Pero,
carritos, como unos karts.
pero eran boogies,
Eran
no.
boogies, no eran karts.
Primero, decir boogie es como de nuevo lo más 1984 del mundo.
Literalmente eran boogies, así se les llama, no sé. No eran karts, no era carrera de karts, eran boogies.
Y uno cómo andaba en un buggy, eso es un carro. Un buggy siempre era un carro.
Esto, mira, así.
Por eso,
O sea,
es un peligro.
no.
Obvio. Eso se vuelca con cualquier cosa.
Bueno, uno andaba en boogies.
No sé,
Había una pista de boogies.
no sé.
Te prometo.
Para un niño, pues si tú no
No,
tenías 10
pero
años,
es que a los niños chiquitos les tocaba entrar con adultos. Yo entraba con mi papá.
tu papá manejaba el buggy.
Mi papá manejaba el buggy, yo iba al lado. Con el casco también, porque a uno
No.
le daban casco.
Y el
Mi
cinturón de
hermana sí
seguridad que no
podía.
apretaba.
No de esos que se cogen como de las barandas de arriba.
O sea, de carreras.
Sí, literalmente de carreras.
No, qué inseguridad, joder madre.
Y después pusieron un parque dentro de Rodeolandia, que era como el parque de como de la ciencia. Y
No, ¿qué es
entonces uno hacía
esto?
como experimentos de ciencia. Es que
Como el
Rodeolandia era
museo de
gigante,
los
tú dices que
niños.
era chiquitico.
En mi época había saltarines y una rueda de Chicago.
No, pues por eso tú no te acuerdas de Rodeolandia.
No me acuerdo, porque los saltarines eran
Rodeolandia,
lo máximo. Era como el
increíble.
único sitio en Bogotá donde había
Sí,
saltarines.
los saltarines eran lo máximo. Yo todavía me acuerdo que uno entraba, o sea, tú parqueabas el carro.
Era lo primero que había.
No, no, no. A mano derecha estaban los barquitos
Ah,
piratas,
no, yo no me
el
ubico.
barco pirata. Después ahí pusieron el otro barco pirata, pero ese es como el martillo, pues, pero era en forma de barco pirata. Y ahí en la entrada del parqueadero, al fondo, a la derecha estaban los
Los
toboganes y al
baños.
fondo, a la izquierda, estaban los saltarines. Y luego pusieron ahí una pista de karts, no, de carritos chocones era.
Y uno entraba ahí con los buggies.
No, los buggies eran entrando a mano izquierda, lejos. Sí. Ay,
Sí, yo no me acuerdo del lote. Tú
recuerdos
estás hablando del
increíbles.
lote de Rodeolandia como si fuera
Es que era,
Barranquilla.
no, Cacaíto, ¿tú te acuerdas? Era muy grande.
Pues sí, ahí ven una pista de... Si había una pista de karts, una pista y buggies. Perdóname.
Perdóname.
Pero gigante, entonces.
Sí, ay, qué grandes recuerdos, Radiolandia. Lástima. Y
No,
Pizza Show, increíble.
no, yo creo que en Rodiolandia ya se debió morir mucha gente.
Obvio no, nadie.
Yo creo que sí,
Obvio
Lindita. Eso
no.
debe tener una historia
No,
muy
eso fue en
oscura.
Camelot.
Muy oscura.
Obvio no. Nadie allá eran súper cuidadosos. Bueno, aunque ese rodadero, uy,
No. ¿Qué era? ¿Rodadero de costales?
sí,
Sí, me acuerdo de pronto. Ese
increíble.
de pronto existía en nuestra época también.
Sí. Ay.
Bueno, no es como el rodadero de costales de ese de los memes recientes.
Sí, pero tú se has visto que salen explicando que a la gente le dicen que tiene que estar acostada. Es cuando la gente se sienta que se pega terrible.
Sí, porque es como un tobogán.
Sí. Mira, exacto, Cacaíto. Cacaíto dice, sí, la cueva de Morgan a la entrada y luego toboganes y luego saltarines y al lado eran los columpios que daban vueltas. Los mejores. ¡Ay! Esos eran los mejores. Sí, me acuerdo.
Un columpio,
Increíbles.
bueno, pues tú ahí veías lo que querías ser.
Increíble, sí. Gracias a eso quise ser un columpio. Cacaíto dice, era gigante y atrás había caballos y eso. Sí, los caballos
No joda.
eran atrás, al lado del parque de la
Ustedes,
feria de ciencias o en la cosa de
ustedes a
ciencias
qué
esa.
Rodiolandia fue. Yo creo que ustedes fueron a otra cosa.
No, Rodiolandia,
Mi
increíble.
Rodiolandia era un potrero
Mi mamá
con unos
llegaba y
saltarines.
ya la saludaban por el nombre. En serio, en todo lado eran, ay, doña Miriam, porque era un fin de semana íbamos a Pizza Show, al otro fin de semana a Rodiolandia. O sea, era
No, muy consentida
non-stop,
la familia.
non-stop. No, yo creo que es que mis papás decían, vayan, eso. Uy, ya, nos sentamos acá a
A comer un perro de
charlar un
presto.
rato. Sí, no, y yo después, papi, el tobogán, porque yo, como
Los
era tan chiquita,
boogies.
no me dejaban en el tobogán sola.
Pobre tu papá, no.
Ya después me dejaban
Qué
y era
desgracia tan
increíble.
infinita.
Mm, Anthony Perroni was saying, speak English, please, sweetie. So we'll speak English in a bit, but we're
Bilingual
bilingual,
channel.
yeah.
Bilingual channel, sweetie.
Cacaíto dice, yo tengo fotos de mi cumpleaños en Pizza Show, jaja, yo también. Que yo me acuerdo que le sacaban a uno una torta de mentiras gigante. Y yo de chiquita con mi hermana siempre éramos, tócala, tócala. Y uno ahí todo apenado porque salían a cantar. Ay, qué buenos momentos. Yo también tengo fotos, incluso esa, la pintura que yo hice en gran formato, esa era de una foto, o sea, me inspiré en una foto de Pizza Show, de un cumpleaños mío. A ver, eh, Anthony was saying, oh, okay, thanks, sweetie. Sofía dice, perdón por cambiar de tema, pero quería hacerles una preguntita. ¿Algún consejo para conseguir pinceladas más potentes y como cortantes sobre un bastidor? Siento que en papel, siento que en papel logro ese tipo de cosas y cuando me paso al bastidor o un panel preparado no consigo que se noten tanto las diferentes pinceladas, incluso intentándolo usando pinceladas cargadas y cositas así. ¿Algún consejo?
Pero es más de la superficie, Sofi. La tela se traga mucho la pintura. Entonces, para que uno pueda hacer una pincelada como súper expresiva en una tela o como que denote todo ese cuerpo de la pintura, toca poner muchísima pintura. O sea, ese es como el... Y dejarla quieta. No la sobe. Pues no ponga la pincelada, Sofi, y las sigue moviendo y moviendo. No, haga las pinceladas como aditivas, pues.
So let's say hi.
Yes, please.
Catherine was saying hello,
Sweetie.
guys. Hey, Catherine.
Hey, Catherine.
Liad was saying hello. Hey,
Liad.
Liad, how are you? And Liad was saying, do you want me to send you acrylic binder?
Oh,
Liad, you're so
Liad, you're
sweet.
very
But
nice. You're very nice. No, you do more than enough for us with what you do already. So don't worry. And
Ricard.
I say
Oh, I'm
I don't
sorry.
say it to say no to your being super kind, Liad. It's just that I'm very conscious of not feeling like beholden to something that I can't find here. So I always try to train myself to say, well, if I can't get this paper anymore, what can I paint on?
Mm-hmm.
Or if I can't get these brushes anymore, which can I use? What brushes can I use? If I can't get this medium anymore, which medium can I use? So this is just part of something that honestly, I think, you know, most artists here in Colombia, we are just used to that a lot. It's just like, oh, I can't find it. Let's try something else.
Let's see. Something's happening with the chat.
What is that?
I think it's like a YouTube thing.
Like a virus.
Look, like empty, 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 empty. And then
Oh,
some
who
comments.
knows?
So,
yeah, who knows?
So maybe if I don't see your comment,
it's because she doesn't want.
It's because of YouTube. No, trust me.
Well, they're probably seeing it also.
What?
So they're probably seeing it also.
I don't think so.
No?
No, I don't think so. Ricard was saying hey. Hey, Ricard, how are you? Camille O'Gorman was saying hi. Hi, Camille. How's it going? Noran was saying hello. I was just catching up on yesterday's video. Hey, Noran. So,
thank you.
Perfect timing.
Yeah?
For this one.
Yeah, you have spoilers now, so that's not good.
Well, did you upload a picture to Instagram?
No, I didn't.
Oh, so yeah, so it would be a spoiler. I was gonna say no, because if they follow you, they would have seen that. But
no, not of this one. You know, I forgot. My mind was so thinking about. I was so much thinking about just trying the wax as a sort of sealer.
Yeah.
That I forgot, and then because I made the paper buckle and bend, then I was just like. Well, you saw how I.
Yeah, I was there.
It was nice, but some control, some sense of self-control. I felt some.
Well, the thing is that you react to yourself. So.
Oh yeah, it's maddening for me when I feel like I'm clumsy, like it's my fault.
Yeah, but no, I'm saying that. I mean, I don't struggle. I mean, it's not a reaction that's gonna react something, like make me react in a way. Because if you were like, again, we've already talked about this, but if you were reacting like punching things,
no,
I would be like, you know what, just go walk, and then you calm down and come back. Because
no,
I can't handle that.
I don't do that. No,
so of course it's not
more
that.
Like
yeah,
it's like.
And
hitting yourself with like a hammer when you're trying to nail something.
Yeah, I think all the blood of your head of your body went to your head.
Oh yeah. Oh.
You're like imploding.
Yes.
And then you're fine.
Yeah. Well, then very quickly I think, okay, what can I do?
You were like acting fast.
Oh, I'm always that's why I know I'm actually really good on emergencies. Like I have that initial shock. I mean, let's not call this an emergency. It's a bent paper, so who cares?
Well, painting emergency. I think that people that paint.
No, I've been with my family, which I'm gonna say that my 3 sisters, completely useless in an emergency. I mean, they know this. They absolutely know this. My mother, oh my God, they got it from my mother, but they're terrible. But I'm not bad. I'm actually not bad.
No, and I'm gonna say, I think I'm not bad. Cause I've told you, what was that silence?
Well, I'm remembering the pigeon incident.
No, because I was in shock.
Yeah,
the pigeon
well, usually
just, like,
emergencies you're in shock.
What was dead, like right in my face. So
right, but like I said that day, we have to have like a hierarchy for dead things. So pigeon over here and human tragedy over here. But we can't react to those two the same way.
No, because I'm very empatica.
But if this is dead pigeon,
That's like a dog.
Well, because it died. If this is dead pigeon, I told you, like, first thing I said after you calmed down, I was like, I love you, but we have to have like a sort of convention here for the screaming.
Well, but to be honest,
because
I mean, if we're playing this game,
that scream was like, oh my God, Mount Vesuvius exploded, erupted. We are about to become ash. Like, I don't know you being capable of going any higher than I saw you react that day. I haven't seen it. So if your ceiling is dead pigeon, it worries me a bit.
Well, but if we're playing that game again, as I was saying,
it's not a game; it's a pigeon's life.
Your reaction yesterday.
Come on! It's
no.
But it's
work. No,
it's work. No. It's very frustrating.
Well, but I could say no. It's a pigeon that just died.
I know.
So.
Yeah, well, but this is work.
I'm sorry. What is this? Anthony was saying the women
okay
are only good for a few things. LOL, joking.
Oh, okay. Bad joke. We're gonna let this one pass.
Let's see. Catherine was saying, I missed half of your stream yesterday, but it's a beautiful underdrawing. Hey, Catherine. Briley Moreno was saying, hello, Nicolas and Danny. Happy to be here.
Briley.
And Briley was saying, Nicolas, as per traditional, I've come
bearing gifts.
Equipped.
Okay. Equipped, yeah.
Equipped with a couple questions.
Okay, let's hear them. Fire away.
I'm working on a commission, and in the reference photo, my subject is wearing a very pattern-heavy shirt.
Oof.
I was wondering, how would you attack something like that? I've sent Danny the photo in case you wanted to check it out yourself.
Oh, yeah, please.
So let's see it. Let's see. So, there you go.
Oh, that's busy. Oh, that's way too busy. I thought it was, and you know what it is? It's not that it's busy as in like, oh, that's too much pattern. I think patterns can sometimes be like so cool, so beautiful to paint.
Briley, that's the cutest baby. I have to say, I'm sorry. I know it has nothing to do with the pattern.
I saw a baby like off the corner of my eye, but I was looking at the pattern.
No,
I'm sorry.
Beautiful. And I love the socks. I'm sorry.
Okay,
they look like rubber ducky. They're so cute. Go ahead.
No, you know what I think the issue is with that pattern? It's just like noise. It's noisy. It's not complex, but it's just noisy. So I don't know if I don't think it would make for a good painting. I think it's potentially it's way much more of a headache than it could be, than it being beneficial. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I think you're risking more breaking up your painting than adding something that can be exciting to the painting. Because patterns are rhythm. And, you know, if you have the chance to put some beautiful kind of rhythm into your painting, that's excellent. It's a very, you know, simple kind of organic way to invoke some of that very abstract notion. But I think this one in particular is just, I don't know. I just see it as like, I don't see how this one could be interesting to solve. Although, you know who I could point out? I mean, it's totally different. But, oh, what's his name? Zach? What's his name? Zach something.
Yeah, how can I help you?
Well, he does pen and ink. Pen and ink. This is going to sound really weird.
¿Los tienes acá?
No, I don't think he's got, I don't remember him having like an Instagram. I had a book on him, but I'm blanking on his name. This is going to sound weird, Danny, but he does pen and ink drawings. It's very, very cool. He actually does like, he did like a whole series like of these. I forget how many were, 100 maybe. I think I don't know why I think there are more. Um, like based on that those old Japanese woodcuts of a woman kind of having sex with an octopus.
Mhm.
He did like 100 of
So
those
maybe
that
they
are
no this one
interlocking.
no.
No, 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 no. So the way I would go about it, and I like these games where you have to try and Google something without knowing. What I remember from him, so his name is Zach. Uh, pen and ink. He's amazing at doing like pen and ink, and he also, this is weird, he does porn. So if you want to ruin my Google, Zach pen and ink porn, and maybe you're gonna get something. Nope, no. They're kind of like black and white, full of detail, and it's very punk, like punkish illustration. Like you'll see it.
Mm,
What I'm describing, like very busy, super busy
this
images.
one no. This is
No, 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 like super busy, like interiors, comic books, record covers lying on the floor, bed unmade, like it's a mess.
nope.
No, oh come on, I thought that was gonna be good. Did you try with the porn?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember that being like a thing. Like he would say that. Like he would be like, "Yeah, I do porn also." So I don't know. Hmm. Zach, come on, Zach, something. Ah, forget.
Mm, so Briley was saying the subject, the lady, unfortunately passed away, and this
Oh,
was the photo of their family that their family wanted painted.
oh, it's like
I wonder if
grandma.
you would remove all the pattern and just make it a blank shirt.
Yes, just I would go
And
with the
Briley was
value.
saying, and I agree, I didn't like the reference photo at all. The lighting is so off,
Tough.
and the
Yeah,
composition is very odd. Gritting my teeth as I'm pushing through it.
yeah,
LOL.
it's a tough one. So I would just, yeah, I would just concentrate on the portrait, Briley, and the other stuff can be just, you know, secondary to to all that, because they probably just want to see her as a grandma with like, um her grandchild, and that's it, like sweetness. That's all that matters. But I don't know if they're going to be, I think they're going to be fine if you just go, "Hey, I'm sorry, I think the jacket sweater was just a little too complicated and it would have been too busy."
Mm, let's see, because Marcelo was saying Zach Smith.
Zach Smith, yes. Grange Marcelo. Zach Smith. Show it to Briley, even though like now I feel weird that it's a posthumous grandma commission,
Yeah, because I
and
don't
I'm
think it
suggesting
does.
like,
No, no, no. It doesn't matter the artist, but I don't think that that's what they're looking for.
no, 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 that
Because
was
I've just
just,
seen their work, and I don't
yeah.
think that's.
So that was just an example of doing something very busy, like that jacket, because that was, the problem started with just solving a jacket. So I'm addressing that issue. So I think Zach Smith does it incredibly well, but the images are totally different in tone, and they make sense for what he draws. So they're super like maximalist, amazing drawing in them. Um, yeah, the dude. I don't know what's happened to that guy. I used to like his work, and I bought a book on him probably 10, 12 years ago. I'd say more than that, maybe.
Mm, Riley was saying I can give him a Google in private mode apparently,
No,
and
no,
a
no.
laughing emoji.
No, the images. No, no, no. It's just I think the porn thing was something just sort of adjacent. Like he would say, like, yeah. It was more like him feeling like almost like a contemporary artist. I mean, I don't know.
Mario J was saying Edouard Vuillard from the Les Nabis. I don't know how to say. Les
Lenabi.
Nabis, I'm
Yeah, yeah.
sorry.
No, no. Come
Did it
on.
really lovely with incorporating patterns. Very busy. with some solid shapes, breaking up the image and giving room to breathe.
Yeah, that's, both Vuillard and Bonnard are some of our favorite artists.
Yeah.
But this sort of pattern is it's something else. It's not really quite pattern. It's just a lot of information. That's why I described it as something that was very noisy, but not really, this kind of beautiful repeating pattern.
Because also I'm saying, so for example, look at this one. Maybe it could be like that. But the thing is that if they want a portrait of her, maybe
too busy.
Yeah, if you attack it as Vuillard would do, like a very busy. That would be like the spot of the painting, like
it creates
the part of the painting that you're gonna just like go to immediately.
It's almost like unnecessary drama. Like you don't need that.
Yeah, but I mean, Vuillard.
Oh yeah, in those paintings, perfect.
Yeah,
perfect.
Yeah, there's a painting that's very, very busy from Vuillard. I'm trying to look for it. I think it's like a woman sitting in a chair with a patterned background. How do I look for that?
Is it a really long one? Like a horizontal?
No. This one.
Yeah, very nice.
Well, that image is really terrible, yeah. Terrible. But it's beautiful.
Oh, he's amazing.
And it's super busy, but I don't know how he did it, but it's like super busy, but it feels like subtle.
Yeah.
Look, I think this one's better.
Control.
So
just
beautiful.
Look how far all
yeah,
those
no, I get it, but it's just.
Okay, I was trying to answer.
Go
I
ahead.
don't know. No, because you said, I don't know how he did it, and that was my painting rain turned on.
Yeah. But I was saying I don't
like
know.
An expression.
No, like I understand what he's doing. I don't know how he does it. Like I understand what technically is happening and why it doesn't like catch your eye so much. But I was saying it's like saying, "Oh, how talented. How does he do it?"
Yeah.
You know, it's yeah. Let's see. Marcelo was saying, last time I heard of Zach, he had a bad breakup with his girlfriend. There was accusations of abuse, etc.
Oh, Jesus.
He backed out from social media because of it, but I don't know details.
Oh, okay. That's enough then.
Yeah.
Enough for me to check out.
No, Nicolas.
Check out. I'm going.
Like, I understood like check out what happened. And
no.
Yeah.
Like check please. I'm checking out. Again, unnecessary drama. Because I have no idea what happened. So I'm not even going to assume anything. But it's like, okay, that's too much.
Chalkboard guy was saying, good morning from Australia, Danny and Nicolas.
Morning.
Hey, chalkboard guy.
Oh, we always get the morning from Australia from Elaine.
Yeah. So. Javier Ugarte dice, hola Dani, Nicolás y el chat, dibujando junto a ustedes.
Dibujando
Qué chévere, Javier, que está dibujando Javier ahorita. Marcelo Peralta was saying, Danny, I saw Chili's picture this morning. So small and cute, very cherry. Yes, I'm so excited. This morning.
Very cherry?
Very cherry, yeah.
Is that like an expression?
Like
I don't
cute?
know it.
No?
I don't know it, no. I mean, I didn't know the crisscross thing yesterday.
Crisscross applesauce?
No idea.
What does cherry means?
It says
near perfect.
Oh, I had no idea.
But it also means virginity, so.
Well, yeah, that's an old saying.
Yeah, so this morning, Marcelo, I went to the mall and I bought the like the carry, how do you call that?
Case?
No.
For the dog? Yeah, I would
Carry
say it.
case? No.
Carrying case, maybe? I would say it's a
Yeah,
carrying
that like
case.
the traveling bag I have to get for picking chili from uh like to carry her on the airport. But it was so cute because they only have one size, and I think that she could like get lost because it's huge for her.
Yeah, you should give her like a bus pass.
Uh, let's see. Mau Razo dice buenas tardes amigos. Hola Mau, ¿qué tal? Sophie dice, hola chicos, hoy de mañana estuve escuchándolos y felicidades por Chili. Estoy muy emocionada de ver las pinturas que van a venir junto a ella. Estoy súper contenta por ustedes, es hermosa. Ay, gracias Sophie, tan linda. Sí. No me acuerden mucho porque si no me embobo acá en el en vivo pensando
¿Te embobas en el
en
en vivo?
Chili. Sí, me envío en el embobo. Eh, The Consulate was saying, hey, Danny, you're inside. You forgot to take your hat off. Just kidding. I love it.
Oh, I have a hat on
Thank you.
too.
Yeah, you always have one.
Yeah?
Um,
Because I always have to wear it if I go out. Because if I don't, you should see the sunburnt of Fer, like Fer is
oh,
sunburnt.
so bad.
Gee, oh my
Yeah.
god,
No.
so bad.
Yeah.
And at my age and my skin, not good, not good.
At
So
any age.
yeah, but
At
instead
any
of
skin.
yeah, but you don't have to deal with that like a big dome facing the sun. So for me, it's like no, I just my hat is like it's just there.
Mm, let's see. Briley was saying second. So I think like second question.
Okay.
I was wondering if you could explain the benefits of using different brushes. I know tradition says oil painters use bristle brushes, but I feel they always make more paint than the deposit.
Pick up more paint than they deposit.
Maybe, yes. I feel they always take more paint
Okay, yeah.
than they deposit, I guess.
Okay. No, you don't have to paint with bristles. Like it's fine if you want to, and there's a lot of painting for sure that was painted with bristle brushes, but you don't have to. That's totally fine. They do pick up a lot of paint and they do put down a lot of paint. So those things are true. Those are actually true. The way a natural bristle, the shape of the natural bristle hair is actually splayed. It's not like a little tube. You know, if you're looking under a microscope, like that would be a synthetic bristle. No, in a regular bristle, like it's actually super splayed. So it has like little breaks of hair. So because it's shaped like that microscopically, it acts like a rake, like a little rake, you know, where you just pick up a lot of paint and then put it down. That's why you're able to really scoop up paint with a bristle brush. But it doesn't make it better. It just gives it like a certain use and it just gives the strokes a certain personality. But they're not better or worse than any other brushes, Briley. I think the best thing to do is to learn how to use, a bunch of brushes, a lot of brushes. And the only way you're going to learn how to use a bunch of brushes is just use them. And you're going to start to see when they can shine, when they're appropriate, for whatever you're trying to solve. And when, it's like, oh no, I can't use these right now because they're going to make a mess or they're going to start lifting the paint that I have underneath instead of putting it down. So, no, nowadays you have, well, you as in all of us, we have the luxury of having available, this immense array of brush types, bristle types, brush shapes, and they're all fairly accessible. Like you can go as expensive as you want, but you can, there's something there for every budget, I would say. So, um, use them. Push yourself to say, okay, this painting I'm just gonna paint with flats. This painting I'm just gonna paint with rounds. This painting I'm just gonna paint with filberts, and you can say this painting I'm just gonna paint with hard bristles, like natural hair bristles. Um, that's the perfect way to learn what a brush can do.
I want to read this comment because I think that AS got our humor.
Okay.
They were saying, LOL, the title.
Thank you. The first one.
Yeah. I thought this someone was gonna comment on it before.
You know what it is?
No one reads the comments.
Yeah.
The title, I'm sorry.
No, but like the algorithm is like beyond our reach. Like YouTube algorithm, we have no idea. This is like
maybe this is the viral one.
A strange land for us.
We're
so far from even understanding what it means to like, try to do something so that you can get more likes. No, we have our like, if you look at all of our videos, all of them, they have kind of like the same number of views, apart from like the ones that are super, super early, where everyone was like really excited about the channel that we were going to start. And then we just hemorrhaged people. They were like, okay, this is it. This is the channel. And then we lost those people. But apart from that, if you look at the videos, it's always the same. Always the same. It's like we are, I would say, beautifully and consistently mediocre. So the great thing about being, just a regular ass channel is that we don't have to care about an algorithm that honestly doesn't affect us in the single like bit. So we can try to make titles that are kind of catchy without being like clickbaity. I love painters that use clickbaity stuff. Sometimes they're very cool painters. And, a lot of people say, hey, you have to play the YouTube game. If you want to be in YouTube, you have to play the YouTube game. And the thing is, I don't know. I much rather play the we are kind of dumb and stupid game. And
so we did, I'm sorry. We did the title, but we did something else that we're not going to say. I want to see if someone knows what that is. Because the title is Painting of an Underpainting for a Portrait Painting Painted with Oil Paints.
Beautiful.
But we did something else.
That sounds like AI trying to create a hashtag.
Yeah, but I want to see if maybe someone knows. Let's see. So while someone
I mean, you need a pair of eyes. That's about it to realize what we did.
Well, not because if you're in the video, maybe you haven't seen.
So okay. You would need to close it up
or you have to like see it in your feed, maybe.
Yeah, you need to open it up somewhere else.
So, let's see. Where was I? Il Caravaggio was saying, send your portrait of Freud to his former assistant David Ellie Dawson. He said he liked it.
What? That's very nice. I mean, if that is true, that's very nice. I mean, he obviously shared a lot of years with Freud, painted by Freud. So that's very nice.
Let's see. Guillaume Lheureux.
Ooh.
Lheureux.
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 Oulere.
Guillaume was saying hello, everyone.
Hey,
Hey, Guillaume.
Guillaume.
Sachin Arts was saying hello. Hey, Sachin. Carla Anglada was saying, I'm sorry, I missed. Did Nicolas use car wax or Dorland's wax? So, Carla, he used a wax that's meant to be used for polishing stone, like marble
Flooring.
tabletops and floorings and countertops. I think it's the name, countertops.
Yeah, kitchen countertops. Yeah, just stuff made of like marble and granite stone.
Yes.
But I'm pretty sure it's not super different from any other like car wax, but I'm not entirely sure because I haven't tried those. I tried this one, and I've tried it for. I've been using it for I think 9 years now. 8 years maybe. So I should try the other ones too. I tried the wax. I did try the wax that you wax your floor with. Well, I've never seen it in the U.S., but I'm sure you can get it. But in here, it's just like a cushion. You buy it in a cushion, and it's colored many times. Sometimes it's red, sometimes it's yellow.
It's usually red.
And it's because it's really old, because the only reason it's red is because yellow tiles and red tiles were very, very popular years ago. So they tinted the wax so that the tiles can look nice and shinier. It's kind of crazy. But they still sell it that way. So
and people still buy it.
And people buy it. This is like very popular here. Yeah.
Like that red tile?
Yes.
Reminds me of schools.
Yeah, it's very, very popular. Yeah. So I have used both of those waxes to paint also. I think those are, I'm not super sure. I think those are actually paraffin, to be honest. Those are more like paraffin. So those are petroleum distillates.
Maybe. But, I really don't know.
Yeah, because they smell like Varsol. They smell like petroleum distillates.
Yeah. Now that you say it, I'm remembering. Yeah.
Yeah. So
like
that's
they have like a very
sign.
Strong smell.
Yeah, that's a telltale sign that it's not wax. It's not natural wax. But it's paraffin.
Oh, so Hector's the winner. Hector said, "Hello, you guys. Upside down brush painting. Love the title too." So Hector got it.
And Lefty. That one was missing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lefty being the worst of all.
Yeah, we were playing dumb, as per usual.
But like we were saying, none of that matters. None of it. We're not gonna we could do a clickbaity title. Doesn't appear anywhere. We could do the dumbest title. Same. It doesn't matter. None of our numbers are suffering because of our stupidity. So.
Carla Anglada was saying the title is a tongue twister. Yeah. Lonak was saying that should be the title for your next book.
Yeah. Or maybe we broke the algorithm. It's
yeah. Yeah, Nicolas, we have 7 million people watching right now.
Yeah, Google goes down.
What's going on? Yeah. So where was I? Let me see. Steve Witt was saying, so do you ever glue your paper paintings on board if they wrap? Love your hat, Danny.
Warp.
So cool.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Steve. Yeah, warp. I'm sorry, not wrap.
No. Yeah, I've done it, but I don't do it with these. And the reason it's super simple is because if this was laid on a board, glued to a board, attached to a board, attached to wood, attached to whatever, MDF, masonite, cradled, laminate, I don't know, whatever you would use to use as backing. That's great. Super easy to do. I would probably use some non-reversible, super strong glues, to be honest, instead of more a lot of people can use like acrylic stuff to glue. Those, like, it's fine. Acrylic can be like a good adhesive, but not the best. But because we ship the paintings, or we intend to ship the paintings that we hope sell, let's put it like that, a heavier painting would be far more expensive to ship, because our only option is FedEx from here.
Yeah.
So I would guess that it doubles the price of shipping.
Or more.
Yeah, maybe.
Because it's like in FedEx, sometimes you cross like one specific weight and it like triples.
Or the dimension.
Or the dimension.
Or the
yeah,
width.
But it's not like it grows like proportional to how the package grows, but because maybe it's, I don't know, 10 centimeters bigger or 5 centimeters bigger, and it's like 2 times the price.
Yeah.
So, Sophie dice, no tenía idea que se podía usar para imprimar, es súper barata en comparación al gesso, lástima que no es vegano, creo. Pero Sophie, Nicolás por eso estaba diciendo que él está haciendo la prueba hoy. O sea, como dice Nicolás, no es como que tú estés diciendo si esta es una manera en la que se imprima.
No, e incluso, por ejemplo, nunca lo he probado con...
O sea, este es el experimento, ¿no?
Como un imprimante, nunca lo he probado con telas, por ejemplo, nunca.
No, sí, pero no.
Solo con superficies rígidas.
Sí. Porque de pronto Sophie tiene algo que entregar en la universidad y es como, ay.
Pero sí.
Mamá, présteme la cera. Y...
La de depilarse. Pero sí.
Con ese sí creo que no se puede decir, ¿no?
La mamá quedó con una pierna suave, una pierna peluda, pero la pintura de Sophie, fantástica.
No, pues no pudo pintar encima de esa melcocha.
Fantástica. Sí, yo nunca lo he probado. No sé si funcionaría, si soy honesto, Sophie. No sé.
Javier Ugarte dice, ¿podrían contar algo acerca del logo OPL? Me imagino que tiene un significado especial. Sí, es el triangulito y el circulito. Entonces, el circulito es como de la O de Our Painted Lives. Y el triangulito es la A de Painted. Y el circulito es Nicolás. Y el triangulito soy yo. Si de pronto Javier ve los intros de antes, pues es que ya los live streams no tienen intros.
Tú sabes que podrías ponerlo re fácil si tuvieras ese intro.
Pues podemos intentarlo, sí, porque yo extraño el intro.
Antes de comenzar cualquier live, solo le das play a ese videito y ya. Y después en OBS lo quitas y ya. Creo que OBS incluso tiene como para hacer transiciones. Hay un editor.
Sí, pero es que ¿sabes qué pasa?
OBS.
Me toca es ponerlo automático apenas le dé start streaming.
Sí.
Porque si no sería como start streaming y tú y yo ahí como... y mientras suena el intro, no. Toca, sí, pero se puede.
No.
Que vuelva.
La verdad no es tan complicado, Linda.
Que vuelva. No, sí, obvio, porque yo tengo que poner start streaming y si tengo un video lo tendría que activar. Entonces,
no, pero lo pones
tiene
como
la opción.
En la cámara lo pones de una vez ahí. O sea, no le pones el feed, lo pones antes del feed de la cámara, ¿sí me entiendes? Y creo que en OBS, nosotros lo que pasa es que nunca usamos esto, pero en OBS hay como un editor en vivo. Tú puedes como
pero,
trabajar desde OBS para editar cosas.
Bueno, ahí miramos para ponerlo. ¿Qué pasó?
Bueno.
No. Es que te entiendo, pero es que creo que tú no me entiendes lo que yo te estoy diciendo porque...
Pero yo puedo intentar mañana.
Intenta, claro.
Eso. A mí y no es porque obviamente tú no puedas, tú lo haces en 5 minutos, pero a mí me gusta también aprender.
Sophie dice, cuando yo era chica le decía boogies también, jaja. Pero los boogies a los que yo me refiero eran como unos de goma. ¿Qué?
¿Unos carros de goma, Sophie?
Sí, no, Sofía, estos son como carros de motor.
Son unos carritos que eran como para montar en playas. Y eran súper
O como en
populares, como
terrenos
en los
súper
ochentas.
irregulares, sí.
Sí, eran re populares. O sea, lo
De
más
goma
chévere,
me dio curiosidad. Voy a buscar boogie goma.
yo creo que
Los
Sophie
bogies
le dice boogie
al bogey.
a las gomitas, a las gummies.
Boogie de goma.
No, y toca boogie de goma, Uruguay. Que esto puede ser como otra cosa. O sea, boogie, Uruguay. ¿Qué sé yo? Tipo goma.
Boogie Uruguay. No.
Bueno, así le digo yo.
A ver.
Tipo goma.
A ver qué.
Tipo
Cody.
goma.
Cody was saying, hey, OPL. Hey, Cody. How are you?
Cody.
Um. mm, Bradley Moreno was saying, I just mean I don't enjoy the tough feel of hog bristle brush.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm too heavy handed, but for how I paint, they scratch the surface too much.
Yeah. You know what though? You could use like hog bristle to lay down your painting to do like a blocking, Cody, like a very loose blocking. And then afterwards, you can work with flats or like synthetic flats, or you can work with like softer synthetics. And you have a base of paint to work on top of, but not necessarily that base. Like that base is not necessarily going to speak about the final look of your painting, but it's just going to be there as a base. So maybe that's like best of both worlds.
Mm, let's see. Wait,
I'm waiting.
I think that.
Was that a wait for like you?
Yeah, no, for you.
For me?
Yeah, wait, please.
Okay.
Wait.
What? But should I stop painting? Should I
So,
stop what I do? Should I drop what I'm
no, no,
doing?
no. I was just doing the translation of a Russian name to see how to say it.
Oh,
So
okay.
it was Anastasia.
Oh, this is Anastasia.
Yeah,
Oh,
Anastasia.
Anastasia.
Anastasia was saying, sometimes I watch your streams and understand every single word in English, but when there goes 20 minutes of Spanish, but then there goes 20 minutes of Spanish, and I'm like, and then an emoji of a moai.
Okay.
And they were saying, that's totally okay. I love your streams.
Oh, thank
Maybe
you.
you
I
could,
would listen to your streams in Russian,
yeah.
Anastasia.
And Anastasia, maybe you could try and learn Spanish by listening. So you would know how to speak nonsense in Spanish if you learned from us. Mm, Talos Arts dice, hey chicos, ¿cómo andan? Saludos desde Córdoba, Argentina. Hola
Grande
Talos, ¿qué tal?
Córdoba. Grande. Va a ganar el
Saludos
mundial
desde
Argentina.
Bogotá, Colombia, con un frío.
Argentina
Llovió, ya
tiene.
es campo. Estamos hablando de cosas súper distintas tú y yo.
Pero
Sigue.
yo me quedé en Córdoba, pues para como hablar un poco de Córdoba. Lindísimo. Eh, y aproveché para decir que yo le voy a Argentina en el mundial. Pienso que puede ganar Brasil. Pienso que el mundial es para que lo pierda Brasil. O sea, pero todo mi, todo mi corazón está con Messi. Quiero que Messi gane mundial.
Sí, sí, pero yo creo que va a ganar Brasil.
Está difícil, está bien difícil.
Pero sí, Messi.
Pero un partido, o sea,
Se
cuando...
merece todo.
Uy, no, Dios santo.
Messi lo merece.
Sí.
Esa va a ser la camisa que me voy a imprimir para que me la autografe.
Y a los,
Messi lo mereces.
y a los orientales, la Sofi, Valverde es tipo Dios. Está jugando tipo Dios. Un monstruo. Pero, no sé cómo le... No, de pronto le puede ir bien a Uruguay. De pronto. Tiene a Betancourt jugando bien. A Fede Valverde.
Sí, pero no creo
Pero...
que gane.
Pero no. Ya...
Lo siento, pero no creo.
Ya... Ya no... Ya no... Ya pasó el momento.
Olga Maria Banningham.
Oh, who's that?
Olgira.
Who is this person?
So your mom was
My
saying,
mom.
hello,
What?
Nicolas and Danny. Hola, Olguita. How are you? Olguita, I have a little present for you. Olguita? I'm joking. No, don't say it. I know that she's not here. But
Yeah.
no, it's a dumb thing I bought because I was in the mall and I saw something that made me think about your mom.
Yeah.
So I got it. Paulo Vasquez was saying, good day, Danny and Nico. Danny's hair is so paintable. Oh, thank you.
Danny is always.
I painted it.
Oh,
So,
Jesus.
because it was paintable. No, thank you. Thank you, Paulo. I'm really happy with the red hair. I think, as I was saying some time ago, I think it's going to stick around for quite a bit.
It is sticky, yeah. I can attest to that.
Jean Luanex was saying, have you finished Kim Jung Gi's painting?
Yeah,
yes.
I think it's gonna stay like that. A lot of people were like, it's really funny when you do something and like I was like, I'm done and you know it's gonna be like this. And for the people that had been watching the video, like I spoke about how I wanted to leave empty spaces and how I just wanted like a clean background. But even if you write it on like your post, and even if you say, yeah, I'm done, I think this is the painting that I wanted to paint, and blah blah blah. I got so many people like, what an awesome whip! Like whip is work in progress. So,
yeah, I know.
Oh, it's coming along so good. Can't wait to see it finished. And I was like, okay, so I guess it doesn't look finished. But no, we're not touching it. Like that's what the painting looks like.
So
I'm
if
very
you want to
happy.
see the final result, I'm gonna share the link in our painted lives where you can see the image.
Yeah, I'm very happy with the painting where it is. So
yeah.
If I have to be very honest, like that's what I intended to paint. Like it wasn't supposed to be a Kim Jung Gi, like alluding to Kim Jung Gi by just flooding the picture plane with you know the craziest things happening, because I can't do that. I'm not that sort of painter. I'll never be able to do what he did so masterfully. So no, I did what I can do, and just I did like a very simple but very loving, you know, or painted very lovingly painting. So I hope that that's enough for the people that look at the painting and you know and understand that it was just a pretext to think about him and to speak about him, you know, while painting it. So I think that's the nice thing about it.
Liad was saying, I get that regarding supplies, but how much do you go through? I bet I could easily send you a couple years worth of acrylic binder.
Oh, you are very, very kind. No, I actually go through quite a lot. This paper eats up. I would say when I have to prime a paper like this, like a double page spread like this, two coats, I think you probably use a third of the tube.
I was going to say half the tube.
Or half, yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, because also, I mean, the thing is that we were even talking about that yesterday. We can get acrylic binder, transparent acrylic binder here from different brands, but the one that Nicolas likes the most is the one that's not going to be imported any longer. So it's not like, I mean, I have here in our house a different brand of acrylic.
Yeah,
transparent
the acrylic
one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
and
great.
you just don't like it.
I don't like it.
So you are the type of person that says, you know what, the brand I liked is no longer here, so I'm not gonna use
Let's
any
use car
transparent
wax.
acrylic. Yeah, exactly. Bruno Narváez dice saludos desde Argentina. Saludos, Bruno.
Argentina. Argentina.
Mm. Liet was saying, Nicolas, have you ever made stamps for your paintings?
Um, as in stamps that I could use as a pattern. If it's that, that's a weirdly specific question. And my answer is also weirdly specific. And I did, and I
Yeah.
used like potatoes. To I carved out potatoes to use them as stamps.
Well, but that's a very common, like, I mean, I think that when people carve potatoes is because they're gonna do a stamp. Like, I've seen that.
Yeah,
I don't know why it doesn't feel that weird
you know where I
to
learned
me
that? I had
on
like a
YouTube.
no YouTube when I was like
Well,
no.
I have no idea when you did it, so.
I had years ago, like 20, no, not 20, but let's say 15 years ago, more than that. Um I had way more than that. No, like 20 years ago. Sure. Yeah, 20 years ago. There was a book in my house that I loved when I was a kid that was like about spies. And I don't know why in that book they told you like this is like one of those super old, probably like late 70s illustrated books on spies. And it had like a big face made up of like weird stuff in the cover. I'm picturing it, but I don't. It's like an AI image in my brain. It's like something, but it's actually nothing. Um, and the in one of the chapters, like they would talk about like invisible ink and all those like dumb little things about that I think a kid, I don't know, late 70s, 80s would feel like, oh, this is super, super cool. A lot of trench coats also in the book. Um, and one of the things that they did in that book, because they would teach you how to do certain little dumb things, was like making little patterns with something. And I think I I have to like my gut is telling me that this was in this book, and it was using a potato, and you just peeled the potato and then kind of carved it, and then put dip it in paint, and then just you would press it.
No, yeah, cause I've seen it. I mean, maybe you saw it in the book, but I remember when I was a kid, like hearing about that.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
look, I mean, I even looked for like DIY potato,
yeah, potato stamps.
and you have like all the stamps they do
Yeah,
for.
it gets mushy. Like I used it with oil, which is that's a like a big that's a big no-no, I would say. Cuz the potato has a lot of like liquid, a
Mm-hmm.
lot of water in it.
And starch, yeah.
Yeah, and so it actually rejects the oil initially, I think. And so it gives you like a less regular sort of stamp. But I'm guessing if you use with fresh acrylic paint, there would be no issue. But I used to do those paintings um, in oil. So
Yeah, cause look, there's like a little kid doing it
yeah,
with
it was
acrylics, I think.
mine were as clumsy as that, but they were for those big paintings that I used to do, like big fashiony paintings of the dresses that I used to do
Mm-hmm.
for that gallery in Florida in
Mm-hmm.
Boca. And that's the way I would do pattern. I would do like a floral pattern, and I would just repeat the flowers. I would cut like flowers all the time, like these roses or different sort of shapes of flowers, and I would just like go crazy with that. And I liked it. I don't. I thought it was very cheap, but it looked kind of nice in the end, I think.
Steve Weed was saying, I see you working very monochromatic. Are you going to add color? Not that it matters, you rock. Oh,
Yes,
but this one's
yeah,
the.
Steve. So this is called like an underpainting.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a very traditional way of like approaching painting, the way I'm doing painting slash illustration, where you would do a drawing, and then you would do an underpainting. So ideally in the drawing, you're solving your design, your composition. So all the placement of whatever your subject matter is. So this is a portrait, and I knew I wanted this upper hemisphere to have head, hands, and I know I needed space for the gesture that you guys are not able to see. But if you look at yesterday's video, space in the bottom for the gesture of the shoulders, for like, the elbows. Shoulder like dropping down and then crossing across, crossing the picture plane from right to center, and then the forearm. So I know I needed to put those shapes, in the place that I wanted, and that's all drawing. So all those things can be solved through drawing, and it's almost like you're trying to compartmentalize like every little aspect of picture making. So that would, those factors would, let's say, would group into what you can, or what your brain can understand as drawing slash composition slash design. And then when you do your underpainting, you are introducing paint, but you're not really still painting it in terms of, you're not using the broadness of your palette still. What you are doing is now using all those shapes that you have displayed, and you are understanding them as like these holders of value. So now value comes into play. So how light is something, how dark is something, and that's how you start to segment your painting into your composition, design, drawing, and then you start thinking about value and the modeling of form. So the idea is not to get overwhelmed by doing everything at the same time, but that you can just, understand it as different stages of the construction of a picture. But yeah, it's as simple as that. But you're right. Like, there's a lot of people that can leave like an underpainting, and they're totally satisfied with it. So it wouldn't be less of a painting if it's conceived as, something that's akin to an underpainting. So
Gosim was saying the news of Master Jung Gi funeral came out.
I know,
It's still
I saw
surreal
it.
that he passed away. Probably the biggest inspiration I have ever had in my life. He will truly never be forgotten.
Oh, never. No.
No.
Yeah, I saw the pictures today.
Yeah, me
Very,
too.
very sad. Very sad. I think they are very moved also by the enormous amount of love that people have shared.
Yeah.
So in the middle of this really big tragedy, you can see that that there is an acknowledgement of all that love. Like they know it, they can feel it, they can see it in all the expos that Jung Gi was supposed to be in. So much love from the people, just drawing flowers, drawing his portrait. Very beautiful things. Very, very beautiful things.
Marcelo Peralta was saying, cherry is what I always thought you were saying, but it's actually
chévere.
Oh. Well, but
we got there.
Well, I Googled and it said almost perfect. So that's chili.
Cherry on top, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and she's so tiny that she would be the cherry on top. Yeah. I like it.
There we go. So perfect. Worked out.
Yeah. Rosaline Dion was saying, hello, everyone. Hope you all are well.
Rosalind.
Hey, Rosalind. How are you? Yutaki was saying hello. Hey, Yutaki 001. Ben Flowers was saying the bucket hat game is very strong today.
Ooh.
And Rosalind was saying, I agree, Ben. I love Danny's bucket hats. Thank you. Thank you. You can't even see, but it has like, maybe you can see it there. It has like some flowers. It has like a print.
Oh.
Maybe.
And in your defense, it's raining.
It's raining.
Pouring outside. So
yeah. Trying to see if the sun sees my bucket hat and wants to come out.
But I don't know why I picture like a bucket hat, like perfect for going fishing when it's raining.
Well, but not this one, because this one's.
Oh yeah, you need
I
like
mean, because I have a leather one,
yeah.
and that one's amazing when it's cold. Because I used it one day. I think I told this story here, but
That's how I lost all my hair.
I went.
Use it when it's warm.
I went to do the shippings, and I
Yeah.
went walking. And when I started walking, because that's the weather in Bogota, it was cold. So I was like, perfect time to use it. And like 2 blocks into my walk, the sun came out, like very strong sun. And I remember I felt like I was like cooking my head.
Yeah.
Like I had to like I took it off and I was like, "Oh my god, this is like burning." It was
Yeah.
so hot. So, and fake leather, Liat. It was fake leather. Um Steve Weed was saying, "Can you talk about cheap paint versus expensive paint?"
Sure. Um um Usually there's two things happening with cheaper paint. So cheaper paint tries to replace a more expensive pigment. So let's use as an example. Can we see? No.
What?
But let's, this is bismuth yellow, but to the right of this bismuth yellow, there's going to be a cad red over there in my palette. So cad red is traditionally an expensive pigment. Not super expensive. It's not one of the most expensive pigments that you're going to find, but usually heavy metal pigments like cinnabar, cobalt, cadmiums, they are expensive because they are expensive to produce. They have some hazard. There's a hazard when dealing with the pigments, like health hazards. So they are far more difficult to produce than, let's say, an earth tone like yellow ochre or burnt umber, burnt sienna, raw umber. So what you usually find in like cheaper pigments, cheaper oil paints, is that they don't use the pigment that is expensive. So they wouldn't use cad red. So what they try to do is find colors that are kind of like close to cad red. They can be synthetic or organic, and they actually mix a few colors to try to get as close as you can to cad red. Obviously, when you mix colors to try to get to another color, the color is not as pure or as saturated. So what tends to happen is that the chroma in cheaper paint is far lower. So the tinting strength is also far lower. The chroma is lower. Sometimes the brightness is lowered because it is a mixed color. Um, and those are usually referred to as hues. They're not like, it's not a ubiquitous like nomenclature. Like it's not as if you pick every single tube of a lower grade paint and they always say, let's say, cad red hue. But a lot of them do use that to tell you, hey, this is not the actual pigment. This is just a mix. Like, we're attempting to mix other pigments to get close to that color. So that is one thing. And that's what you're usually going to encounter when you are hoping to get, or the big difference between, let's say, the pure pigment and the cheaper equivalent of that pigment that you'll see in less expensive, more affordable paint. And the other thing is that um, cheaper paint also tends to have more fillers than pigment. So there's a higher pigment load on more expensive paint. So imagine it this way. You can paint quite a lot, or your paint can have an effect over the other colors with very little paint. And what happens with cheaper paint is that you would need a lot more paint to try to have the same amount of effect. There's a stronger pigment load on more expensive paint. I think those two things sum up pretty well the difference between cheap and expensive paint.
Javi Aniki dice, wow, no sé cómo llegué aquí, pero estoy impresionado. Veré su contenido a fondo. Saludos desde México.
Javi, por favor,
Javi,
like,
bienvenido.
subscribe,
Subscribe.
clica,
Suscribirse.
clica la
Clica la
campana,
campana.
clica la campana y
Y
te lo
bienvenido
agradezco.
a también, nosotros hacemos transmisiones todas las semanas. Y todas las semanas es casi todos los días de la semana. Casi siempre son 4 o 5 transmisiones a la semana. Entonces, bienvenido, Javi.
Presión, linda.
¿Y qué?
Mucha presión.
No, pues esa ya existe. O sea, esa ya. Y también tenemos videos editados, Javi. Y Nicolás, yo creo que el título funcionó.
La estamos rompiendo. Rompe, rompe. Algoritmo, rompe.
Algoritmo rompe. Uy, no. Ya se fue, Javi. Ya lo perdimos. Mira, una posibilidad de que se quedara Javi y ya. Steve Witt was saying, sometimes I want to stop at the underpainting. That's why I asked.
Oh, yeah. But you got to ask yourself, why are you stopping? Are you stopping because it looks great? Are you stopping because you don't want to mess it up? Are you stopping because that's the image that you wanted to paint? We also have to search for the reason why we're stopping.
Jürgen Güller was saying, hey guys, this is a super powerful portrait. Hand gesture complete the emotion so well. Wow.
It's all Danny. I'm just a passenger
of course
here.
Not. No. So say thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Jürgen?
Jürgen. It's Gurkan.
Oh.
But it's U con diéresis. So I think it's Jürgen Güller. I don't know why I think it's like that, but
you sounded super committed.
Jürgen Güller.
You were
Maybe
selling
they can let us know, because that I don't know why my brain.
No, you're totally selling it.
That's the way.
How do you spell the first name?
G-U with diéresis. I don't know how to say that.
Yeah.
R-K-A-N. Gürkan.
Gurkan.
Gürkan.
I'm gonna say he's Turkish.
But is it Gürkan or
Gurkan? I'm gonna say Gurkan.
Gurkan Güller?
Yeah.
Or Jürgen Güller?
Yeah, you went with a kind of Germanish.
I don't know.
I'm gonna say it's Turkish.
Javi Aniki dice, aquí sigo, suscrito y campaneado. Funcionó el título.
Es grande.
Bienvenido, Javi. Jean Rousin was saying, hello, Danny and Nick. Have you considered doing an end of the year painting marathon again? Nick was such a beast last year. 13 paintings, and I had such a blast painting along. I don't think so.
You know what I think we could do,
because we're gonna have a puppy,
Danielira?
And you have
it could be Puppy's first 24-hour stream. No, you know what we could do? Because I was pushing myself to do a lot of paintings that day. I don't have to do a lot of paintings that day now.
We could chat.
We could just chill. I could
yeah,
just paint,
I like that. So if it's 24 hours and it's like a super laid back.
Yes, and it'll just be hanging out.
100%.
We'll do like a hanging out for
Cleaning
24 hours.
the puppies, poopy.
What?
Puppies,
don't
poopy.
say, no, I'm not gonna say poopy. Like I'll die before I say poopy. Okay.
Poopy and pee-pee.
No. This puppy is not gonna turn me into an idiot.
Well, it's poopy. It's not poo.
It's crap. No, dog crap.
It's like a tiny poopy.
No, don't say that. Don't. Like, that's scaring me. Yeah, no.
Now that you're telling me, I'm gonna do it more.
No, I
more.
can't. You know me. I can't deal with like that language. That's like baby talk. Like I'm not.
Poopy
good with that.
is baby talk.
It's baby talk.
It's like saying popo and popito.
No, it's not.
Okay, so if it's more laid back, 100%, yes.
Oh yeah, we could do it.
Yeah, because I didn't really. I mean, you guys didn't saw it, but I was very worried by the bald thing that appeared on Nicolas.
Bald thing? That's called my head, Danny. Like, don't be like
what happened in his hand.
That bald thing.
I mean, he was like
Jesus
overdoing
Christ. I mean, I know we talk about
Nicolas,
ourselves like openly, but
he had
bald thing.
a weird, terrible thing here
like
because
a lump.
like a lump, because he was like overdoing it so bad.
Yeah.
So Sergi Arts dice caquita, sí.
Sí,
Caquitita.
La caca de perro.
Caquitita.
Sí. No.
Caquita también está en diminutivo.
La caca del perro.
Caquita.
Se cagó el perro. Ah, puta, se cagó.
Se hizo un caguito, sería.
No, me niego.
A ver.
Me niego samaniego.
Bueno, y Sergi estaba diciendo.
Sergi.
No me gusta mucho la prompt de Inktober para hoy y pensé que quizás me podíais dar otra palabra, algo más interesante. Jaja, puede ser cualquier cosa.
Dila.
Me gusta el juego. A ver, Sergi, ¿cuál era la palabra? Sí. Y tú dices una y yo digo una.
O busquémosle alternativa.
O busquemos una, sí.
No. O busquemos la manera de cumplir con eso, pero chévere. Sí, yo no sigo Inktober, pero pues es que ya, bueno, hay uno oficial y después hay 700 dependiendo de los artistas, pero no sé cuál estará haciendo Sergi.
Pues de pronto también nos puede decir.
Es que hay mucha gente que ya hace los de ciertos artistas, no necesariamente el OG.
Roslyn was saying an OPL sleepover / end of the year / party. We have to do it.
Hell yeah.
100%. Yeah. I'm in for that.
Yeah.
For that, yes. And it's gonna be with chili. If everything goes good.
Yeah.
Correct. According to plan. I don't know. Jean Rosine was saying Nick seemed way less tired at the end than Danny did. LOL. I was
tired at 9 in the morning.
No.
We started
I was
at
tired at 9 in the morning.
At 8:02, you were yawning. You were like, oh my God, this is going to be long.
Nicolas, you know, you have to help me.
What's that? With what?
Because you remember I broke the case of my phone?
Yeah, what happened?
No, I was moving the phone.
Yeah.
And I have a little...
Cut? Are you okay, though?
No, I'm perfect.
Okay.
But I have like a little espinita.
Oh, like a splinter?
Yeah, because the thing is
like
that it's...
Like a little bit of glass, like a shard of glass. Like
yeah, exactly.
Oh, go take it out. Glass. Go take it out. I'll take...
So...
I'll man the ship?
No, I'm happy here.
The ship.
No, I'm happy here.
But what do you need my help for then?
No, afterwards.
Oh.
To take like a tweezer and help me out.
Oh no, go take it out and I'll talk for like 10 minutes. Don't worry about it.
I don't want to lose.
No.
Anything.
We'll talk about your bucket hat.
FOMO.
What?
FOMO of not being here.
Go. We're good.
So, Carla Anglada was saying, "Yay, pajama party." ¿Cómo? Pajama party.
Yeah, it's like.
Here is pajama.
No, but go like pajama. And then jama, like pajama.
¿Pajama?
Pues no pajama, mi amor. Pajama.
Pero pues me dices pajama. Pajama.
No lo podemos decir en español. No. Pajama.
Yeah, pajama party.
No, no.
Sergi Arts dice era...
A ver, Sergi.
Scrape.
¿Scrape?
Pero está chévere.
Sí, está re cool. Uy, scrape. Yo me imagino algo así re oscuro. Como...
¿Por qué oscuro?
Pues porque pues las cosas en octubre y ya estamos cerquita a Halloween tienden a ser como de monstruos y cosas como terror, chévere, no sé, chévere. Y scrape me imagino como que algo pasó como en algún sitio y que tienen que recoger como los residuos de lo que quedó. Como puede ser como el
¿lapidero?
Laboratorio de... ¿El qué?
El lapidero de...
No.
Lapidario.
Voy a decir el laboratorio de como un científico o algo y quedó como todo lo que queda después del bicho.
Seguimos,
yo estoy siguiendo,
tú sabes
Dani.
¿Qué estoy diciendo? El lapidario.
Yo estoy siguiendo. Y entonces todo lo que quede del bicho después de la creación del bicho como en el suelo puede ser chévere y lo tiene que recoger ahí un ayudante del científico o de algo así.
O del lapidario.
No, entonces, scrape se me hace chévere. Pues es que me lo imagino así como puro Bernie, como vintage Bernie Wrightson, así puro, sí, laboratorio viejo y como raspando como una lata de esas de la morgue o algo así, como raspando todo lo que queda.
Pero bueno, pues, o sea, chévere las ideas, pero creo que Sergi quería era otra palabra.
Sí, pero también preguntarle a Sergi por
Pensemos,
qué Scrape no se le hizo chévere.
pensemos otra palabra. Pero si tiene
Eh,
que ser así dark,
pero, Sergi, dígame las
la de
últimas
ayer.
4 palabras.
Sí, muy bien.
Sergi, últimas 4 para entender un poquitico más el contexto.
Eh, let's see. Where was I? Because I went like.
¿Y Sergi
mm,
los está montando a Instagram? Quiero ver, ¿lo está subiendo? Voy a chismosearle, Sergi, si no le molesta. Sergi Arts. A ver, miremos desde. Hizo un casuario. Casuario, ¿es que se llaman esos?
lapidario.
No empieces. Este se llama Foul. Foul. Hizo como ¿cómo se dice? De los dinosaurios, un fósil,
Ujú.
pero de un armadillo. Chévere, chévere. Ah, y era armadillo la palabra. Kind era la del 13. Bueno, están variadas las palabras. Eagle. Ah, bueno, o sea, es mucha cosa. Krabby. Entonces hizo Bob Esponja. Nest. Uy, muy bien. Hizo a Tyson Fury.
Ujú.
Boxing. Ah, Match. Match era ese. Trip. Ah, entonces. Bueno, pero Sergi, yo lo veo súper flexible aquí con la interpretación de los términos. O sea, no sé por qué este en particular fue el que rebosó la copa. Como, no, qué pena. No, este no.
Sí, Sergi dice, empty, armadillo, foul, salty fueron los últimos 4. Hay algunos que no he subido en post y solo los subí a historias.
Ya, ya, ya.
Mm,
Mm. Pero
eh,
no parece haber como un hilo conductor, parece
pero di una
ser,
palabra.
pues, cualquier palabra, ya.
No, en
Eh,
inglés.
no, word. O sea, no, me refiero que no parece haber como un hilo conductor. Es que no se trata de decir una palabra, lindita. Que sea
Pues
una
yo quiero decir
palabra,
una palabra porque Sergi dice, no me gustó esa palabra. De pronto tú le dices carro y dice, listo, gracias.
mm, experiment.
Mm, lapidary.
No, empieces.
¿Por qué no?
Todo eso fue para que tú dijeras lapidary.
No. Eh, lapidaries. No, no sé. Gracias, Sergi.
Mm,
Mm, eh,
pero es que a mí me gustan las que son como temáticas. Yo lo haría full October, como
sí, tiene que ser de
Tombstone.
algo así como de miedo.
Tombstone.
Mm,
Em,
shadows, pero pues esa es muy... em,
pero Shadow puede ser buena. Mirror. Cliché, pero sirve. Em,
broken.
Broken puede ser.
Dice Sergi Arts. Sí, creo que el año que viene intentaré hacer algún calendario que sea más consistente en su temática. Javi Aniki dice, Scrape y Dark, me imaginé el mismo retrato slash persona de este live, pero rascándose tan fuerte que se arranca la piel de la cara.
Uy,
¿Too much?
too
Pues
much, sí.
chévere. O
Muy
sea,
como,
estaría yo en carne viva, pero
¿quién es ese ilustrador japonés? O yo no sé si es como de un manga o de un anime, que es como esa cara que se quita la cara y está como es como una niña así colegiala y se quita la cara y está toda como cráneo, músculos.
a ver, te ayudo. Es que estoy tratando de buscarla, pero no.
No, mi amor, pero no me acuerdo.
Bueno, no, no sé cómo buscarla.
Sí, no.
Pero no, eso también me hizo pensar mucho en en esa parte de la insoportable levedad del ser, el libro, que describe cómo se clavaban las agujas debajo de las uñas, que es terrible.
Pues eso era una tortura.
Sí, pero, o sea, pensé exactamente en esa parte
Bueno, ese sí está.
de ese libro. Ese libro es muy chévere. Salmon Kutcher was saying hello everyone. Hey Salmon, how are you? Steve Wheat was saying, I have a problem painting my family. Ah, you do it so well.
Oh, but it's not. It hasn't been easy though. Like I've had issues when I have painted my family. So I've had issues with the way they perceived it, and I've had issues with the way I resolved it too. So it's like an added amount of unnecessary pressure, I would say.
Sophie dice, amo, me encantan los experimentos, espero salga bien, jaja. En fin, un besito que tengo, Facu, abrazos.
Voy parada,
And
Facu.
Liet was saying, ¿voy parada, dijiste?
Pues no sé si va
Voy
parada
parada,
en el curso o si va sentada, pero
Liet was saying, stepping away for a little bit. Bye for now, chat.
bye, Liet.
Bye, Liet. Margarida Neves
What?
dice hola. Margarida Neves dice hola. Hola, Margarida. Lázaro Olier dice el acento argentino XD.
Grande.
Cody Winnicky was saying, I'm good. Busy day today getting our young trees ready for Colorado winter. What do you have to do to it? I'm sorry, we don't have seasons here, so like all the prepping people do for the new seasons, I have no idea about it. So
yeah, I guess like what would that entail?
Cover
like,
them?
I
guess
you can't cover your trees. Like trees are meant to lose their leaves and die and reborn. They go through like their cycle of death and rebirth. But I don't know if you got to do anything. Give it like extra nutrients or something.
Let's see. Nicolas Mijarovic, number 4.
Gatorade.
He's saying, hey guys. Awesome start, Nicolas.
Mijarovic. Thank you.
Eros Castaño dice, ¿cuándo por Ibagué? Saludos, chicos. Hola, Eros.
Eros, de pronto el próximo año. Muy, muy amable de verdad.
Sí. Javier Ugarte dice, Nico, ¿estás usando Raw Umber?
Sí.
A ver. Chalkboard guy was saying, can I ask, is there an OPL Discord server?
Oh, Leah just left.
Yeah, so Chalkboard guy. Leah was very kind to create Discord server. And there's a lot of people that watch our videos that are there. We have to be 100% honest. We are not very active in it. And
we lurk.
Yeah. So, yeah.
But if you want to be part of it.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
No, yeah, but I don't know if I have the...
Maybe Cody can help us.
Julia Tovar.
Who is this?
Hello, bucket hat in the house. Hola, Julia. ¿Julia usa bucket hat? Quiero saber. Quiero saber, Julia.
Sí, déjela entrar.
Marcelo Peralta was saying, I have to go now. Underpainting of the painting done with oil paints is looking great. See you on the next live.
Thank you, Marcelo.
See you on the next live?
Oh,
well,
yeah.
Marcelo, that's a little bit...
No, I think so. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
I feel it.
I was making a joke with it, but yeah.
I feel it. And I went existential with it.
Cody was saying just have to wrap their trunks to protect from frost.
Okay.
You don't have to do it forever, but I just planted them a few months ago, so they need a little extra protection.
That's nice. So what do you have backyard?
And
Aspens.
Zoe Ledon was saying, I was just reminded that I've been putting off getting my young trees ready for Colorado winter, haha.
Oh, look
which
at
consists
this.
of wrapping the trunks in case of colder conditions.
Oh, Colorado
So
in the
no,
house.
it's what I was telling you. I mean, we don't have an idea of that because we don't have to prep for any season.
No.
So.
I wonder if for crops that they prepare them here for the morning when you get the cold in the morning. Maybe something similar.
Yeah, but it's not like people wrap the trunks every single morning because of the frost.
No, but they have to do a ton of work for crops though, because they can burn the crops super easily when it's very cold. And then what I understand is that when the because it's so cold, sometimes it freezes, but then the temperature change is what actually burns it. Okay. Thank you, Daniel Lira. No, Fed is here, so Fed just got here. So, you guys can see a little bit of this. So let me go and start blocking in these arms. Very, very surprised at how noble, I'm gonna say, the wax plus paper is behaving. I would even say it's even better than the it feels slippery, but the other, the more traditional, let's say, the more accepted transparent acrylic binder is also quite slippery. But there's something about this that feels nice, that feels quite nice. And it's actually really weird for me because for example, most of my paintings and the paintings that I've done for book rewards are almost all of them on raw paper. I say almost because I have done just maybe 2 where I've primed the paper. But and for no reason at all. Like that doesn't make them more or less important, again, to be honest. But it's such a weird thing for me because this morning I was doing one reward. I was painting one, and it's just such a different way of painting, and than this. This is this is like the complete opposite of what happens in those very direct paintings. So it's a welcome like change, I think. And but I would think like maybe my brain feels it's a little bit jarring to go from such an absorbent raw surface to now this very, kind and slippery one. But no, I mean, at least I'm dealing with it very organically, I feel. I'm not finding any issues with it. So, smooth sailing till now. And I think the modeling is very nice. Like we hit that. I adjusted the drawing just a little bit. I'm not 100% there, I feel. I have to check it again, with a little bit of distance. But I feel that it's better. It's better. It's closer to the idea that I wanted from the gesture from yesterday. The look, that expressiveness. What I have right now is closer to what I got from the drawing. So I'm very happy about that.
I'm back.
¿Listo?
Yeah, the amount of rain.
Hola, mi Ferchuchi. ¿Cómo te fue?
The amount of rain is crazy. I mean, it.
The water that's poured down, yeah?
Yeah.
It's October for us.
I thought, yeah, because from here, we can't listen to it. But it's crazy.
When we started, it was pouring, though.
Yeah, no, it's still pouring.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I had to go with the umbrella.
Really?
Yeah, because ask Fer. It's like raining super hard.
Cats and dogs?
No.
Only dogs.
No. No. In December. eh, gracias. Fer was handing me the phone. Telling me that I left it outside.
Thank you, Ferchucci.
Thank you for Chungix. Let's see. Cody was saying I have a red point. I don't know how to say it. Red point.
Oh, the trees.
Maple and a Honeycrisp apple tree.
Oh, Honeycrisp.
Delicious. That we grew from a seed out of my daughter's snack 4 years ago. It's 6 feet tall now.
No way.
Oh my God, so cool, Cody.
Oh, can you make pie like come Thanksgiving? Oh, Honeycrisps are good. They are so good, those apples.
Yeah.
We gotta up our
intake?
apple pie game.
That was good
For this year. Well,
you know
mine
what's
was
the
like it was very heavy-handed.
No, but I think that we should do it as a we, because now you did it. You did it as a you thing because you wanted to do it alone. So yeah, perfect.
Well, it was an ego thing for me. Like I never tried it. I wanted to try
So
it.
you just checked out of your bucket list, but now we could try it together because I think that we could complement each other.
Yeah, that is code for us, and it means I'm gonna follow Danny's directions.
No. But I think that we could both do it, but be more careful with the recipe because you know that I'm very. Like, if it says 2 scoops, I do 2 scoops. You're like, I think this is okay. And it's like 4 apples, and you're like, there's just 3, so I'm going to add a pear. So, we should try it.
So, I'm going to follow directions. I think we should try. Well, we probably don't have time.
I don't know why I've been receiving. It's been 4 phone calls. So if I get another phone call, I'm going to step out to see what's happening.
Okay.
Because I don't know who it is. It's a
same number?
Yeah, same number 4 times.
Oh, who knows?
So
yeah. Better
weird.
get that if you want.
Let's see. Javi Anki dice, disculpa mi novatez, pero ¿qué utilizas para hacer el paso previo? Boceto se dice. Las líneas que veo en tono magenta. Mi problema es que usaba grafito, lápiz carbón y repelía la pintura del canvas.
Bueno, no la repele, pero porque usar carbón es totalmente, o sea, está perfecto para hacer un dibujo previo, el boceto. Bueno, el boceto lo que pasa es que a veces sugiere algo muy suelto y hay gente que hace unos dibujos súper, súper finos. Como esos dibujos previos para la pintura. Carbón está perfecto. Lo que pasa es que a veces para carboncillo toca fijarlo para que no se... por ejemplo, si uno está usando un carbón muy suave, tampoco un carbón vegetal, pero un carbón muy suave, puede que la pintura empiece como a ensuciarlo y se levanta el carbón, entonces eso es un poquito insoportable. Y yo cuando hacía carboncillo, porque yo pues cuando estaba trabajando muy grande, pues sí o sea, tiene más lógica uno no coger como un lápiz de color, que eso es lo que estoy usando acá, literal un lápiz de color cualquiera, y dibujar así. No, con un carbón uno dibuja como con todo el brazo y el cuerpo cuando es una imagen más grande. Entonces tiene mucho más sentido como herramienta. Pero sí, yo lo sellaba con un fijador de carboncillo, de esos como súper tradicionales, una laca. En mi época usaba una laca de esas cualquiera que son horrorosas, pero hoy en día hay como fijadores de alcohol, que son como un poquito más nobles, no son tan fuertes para sellarlos. Pero sí, carbón está perfecto, honestamente. No tiene nada de malo, pero si quiere intentar con un lápiz de color como en una superficie más pequeña de pronto, perfecto.
Let's see. Steve Wheat was saying, want to ask again, do you
Please.
think being a great painter is talent or just hard work?
Oh no, I mean, it's probably more hard work than talent. I mean, you could be
Yeah.
like anything in life, you could be talented at, but if you don't put the hard work, like talent can take you only so far. Maybe you're you know, there are people that are just incredibly gifted and they can get away with doing very little because they're so talented that they don't have to like exercise the same amount of effort that most of us have to. But no, as with everything else in life, I would say that it's hard work. Like nothing beats hard work. Nothing.
Mm, Cody was saying, as far as I know, it won't grow fruit for a few more years, but I can't wait to make pies and jams and other apple related
Oh, that's
recipes.
so good.
Yeah. Mm,
I'll come visit,
Sam
Cody. When you have your first jam, I'll come visit. That's
Sam
a
and
that's a something to be celebrated.
Salmon Catcher was saying, rain. I can't wait to get rain. It helps me sleep better.
Helps
I
me
love
sleep
sleeping.
worse.
Yeah, Nicolas can't sleep when it's raining, but I love it too. Mm, Rosaline Dion was saying, are you guys dressing up for Halloween? I love Halloween costumes, but I think we're not because I don't know if we're doing something.
I don't have anything planned,
No.
but what would you dress? What have you thought about this?
I love the costumes. Period. Like, I mean, if you told me, "Oh, we're going to go to this place or we're going to dress up,"
Mm-hmm.
I would like start like brainstorming to see what I like. I like scary costumes, but I also like a lot like very thought costumes. So not like buying a costume,
Yeah.
but making it myself and trying. I'm a bit perfectionist,
Mm.
not to say a lot.
Mm.
So if I get into doing it, I'm gonna give my 1,000% doing it. And that doesn't mean that I have to spend 8 hours a day making a costume. No, but I will try my best to get what I can with the time I can. So
Yeah. We did that one for Samu. I think that was
great. That was
yeah.
amazing.
Good teamwork there.
Yeah. Roslyn, are you dressing up for Halloween? And everyone, are you guys going to wear a costume? What is it? I want to know. Uh, Roslyn was saying, for Halloween, I was the mom that would make the whole family coordinate costumes. LOL. When it's thematic, sometimes it's very cool. I mean, I've seen some people that DIY costumes as a group, and they can look so cool. So cool. Um, let's see. Mario J was saying, Danny, are you still carving? Have you thought about making puppets or automatons? So, yes, Mario, I'm still carving, and I did an automaton, the the monkey one. So I don't know if you've seen it. Let me
Or maybe
share
he's
it here.
saying like if you're doing more of that.
Oh, cause I don't know, cause they were saying you should. Let me see. Have you thought about making puppets or automatons? So
Oh.
maybe they haven't seen that. So let me share it with you. Gonna share it. Wait a second. Oops.
I know I'm working down here and you guys probably don't see it, but I am painting.
So so um I did this one that I'm sending. That was an automaton and I loved it. So of course I'm gonna do more. I I really enjoyed the process. Cause also I had never done one and I had no idea how to, but I was like guessing and it went very cool. Rosalind was saying also being Cruella and my kids' Dalmatian puppies worked well.
Oh, okay. That's a layup for you.
Julia Tovar was saying my toddler is wearing a T-Rex costume, so I'm trying to think what costume could we use.
Like
we could use, I'm sorry, his dad and me. That would go with it.
Oh, be Julia. Be like meteors and just run after your kid. I'm sorry, but that's a good idea. Like,
That's
just be
good.
a ball. Just be like a big ball and be like, ah.
Yeah, like trying to crash.
Or one can be the meteor and then the other one can be just the fire that comes behind the meteor. And just tell your kid, run, run.
That
and
could
then
be
you run
cool.
after.
Yeah. Good one.
Last Halloween.
Jean Roussine was saying the automaton is so cool. Danny, I love it. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jean. I enjoyed very much doing it. Rosalind was saying that was a good one for the T-Rex. Ha ha ha. Y Julia dice, ha ha ha, está buenísimo. Yeah, I think that's a good one.
I mean,
good one. You're good. You're good one of the year. You're good one of the year.
I always have good ideas. Always. Give me another theme. I'll give you a good idea. Actually, I should quit while I'm ahead. Actually, yeah, don't give me anything. I'm concentrated painting.
Let's see. Gustavo Rivera dice, hola, solo quiero decirte que como comenzaste en el arte.
Mi mamá es artista, entonces yo creo que era una combinación de mi mamá siempre siendo muy... O sea, mi mamá nunca me puso a dibujar. No, yo cuando menciono a mi mamá siendo artista creo que no la menciono porque me dio clases o como que me decía qué hacer cuando o qué dibujar o cómo dibujar. Creo que mi mamá nunca me dijo qué hacer, nunca. Pero era más como no sé, como lo que me celebraban el hecho de que yo dibujara. Después cuando empecé a hacer grabados con mi mamá, pues sí me enseñó ella a hacer grabados. Y me enseñó jovencito, muy, muy jovencito. Pero yo creo que es eso y como una combinación de que me encantaban los cómics y como la animación, o sea, los juguetes, todas esas cosas, era como una combinación de todas esas cosas súper imaginarias, porque yo al principio quería era ser como un dibujante de cómics. Entonces, fue todo eso. Yo creo que todas esas cosas al tiempo, al final, como que se unieron para eso. Y admiraba, bueno, pues admiro mucho a mi hermano, pero mi hermano siempre una imaginación grandísima también, dibujaba muy chévere cuando yo era joven. Y entonces me encantaba verlo a él como hacer cosas así, como de la imaginación, que, no sé, pues mi hermano es 7 años mayor que yo, entonces era como esa admiración hacia hermano mayor.
Julia Tovar. Oh, because Cody was saying, Julia, you could be Dr. Grant and Dr. Stedler from Jurassic Park. And Julia was saying, Cody, good idea. That's more doable if maybe I don't have time to make a meteorite costume. Oh, but you could draw it in a paper and just like do the straps, Julia.
Sí, re mediocre, Julia, pero bueno. Así eran las entregas de Julia en la universidad.
Julia se demoraría mucho menos que en una entrega. O sea, se puede hacer súper sencillo.
No, Julia no hace nada en las entregas, tranqui.
Let's see. Let me check something.
You're getting a phone call again?
Yeah, but I'm gonna see if
I'll
it's
go
the
answer.
same.
Don't worry.
No, I just want to see if it's the same number. Cause they just like ring 2 times and just hang up. ¿Cómo se dice?
Hang up?
Hang up. Hang off. That's what I
Yeah.
said.
Off a cliff.
Mario J was saying, I didn't know you made one. Do you know if the artist Keith Newstead, I don't know how to say it. He did lovely work and he made a good intro to automaton video.
Oh, cool.
What a great automaton, Danny. I made a bicycle rider
No way.
from the thesis project. So much work. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mario. No, I don't know the artist. Let me check it out.
And Mario should send you the
and the bicycle.
Their
for
work,
sure.
yeah, his
Yeah,
work,
yeah.
to check it out.
Yeah, you can send it to my Instagram. It would be super cool to see it.
Or
Mario,
you can send your Instagram if you have posted it there, Mario, Mario, and we can check it out.
And Mario, if you're into automatons, my favorite artist in that department is Arthur Ganson. You should check him out. He is just, I mean, it's like in the biggest scale possible.
Yeah, it's
of
like
automatons.
It's like that meeting contemporary art, I'd say.
He's so good. And you can see he has a YouTube channel. Well, I think he posted like 10 years ago and then he stopped.
Is he alive still?
Yeah.
How old is what when is he born?
In 1955.
Okay.
Yeah, but you can see his video, the one of the chair. My favorite one. Well, no, there's a lot. Because there's also a ton of chairs. There's different ones. But you could see one that is so beautiful and so poetic and so, like, perfect. And it's on YouTube. So you can see the video on his channel.
Yeah, but that dude's a genius. Like, that's a definition of a genius, I feel.
Yeah, he posted it in 2009.
Yeah, that's
I'm
like
seeing here.
Second YouTube video.
Yeah. So maybe if you like that, you're gonna enjoy Arthur Ganson, and everyone. I think.
Oh yeah, that's
everyone
that's an
enjoy.
artist. I mean, it's not like a niche artist. I think that's like this proper genius artist.
Julia Tovar dice, abrace Nico. En los costumes soy como Dani. Duraría toda la semana obsesionada pensando cómo hacer el disfraz.
No,
Julia, pero de verdad puede hacer en una cartulina.
De Julia.
¿Qué? Pobre Julia.
Primero.
Ya le estás diciendo.
Primero.
No.
Es una obra. Es una obra
pero
de
yo
bananos.
Me acuerdo de los bananos de Julia.
Es una obra de bananos. Y yo me acuerdo, Julia me puede corregir. Yo me acuerdo que Julia hizo un banano.
Julia va a decir ahora de Nico otra vez.
Hizo un banano con cinta de enmascarar. Uno. Pero entonces le dieron el hall de exposiciones de la Facultad Vieja.
Uy.
Y
o sea,
sí,
la
eso era un logro. Que
Heiner
diera el
hall,
hall era un logro. Pero creo que le dijo a Julia como, no, pero un banano no, haga 100 bananos. O sea, haga muchos bananos. Y entonces, si no estoy mal, Julia Marina no hizo nada el resto del semestre por hacer bananos.
Julia dice, ay, sí, esos bananos se ganaron exposición individual, Nicolás.
Mire, Julia, yo me acuerdo de todo lo malo además.
You know, regarding the automatons, I just remember right before we started live streaming, I was seeing because Robin sent me an automaton. Someone made an automaton.
Yeah?
Look.
Oh, she didn't send me anything. No. Robin usually sends us stuff to both of us, but thank you, Robin. Oh, the sewing one. I saw it the other day. Yeah, it's super simple, but really nice.
So cool. Yeah,
it's very like bare bones, but it was beautiful. I like that. I like when things don't have to be complicated, but there's like this really pure essence to them that you could be like, oh, this is nice. It doesn't have to be like perfect or just beautifully designed. It just has to like work. I don't know.
Julia dice, y entonces me eché a las petacas en dibujo o algo así, no recuerdo.
Yo me acuerdo
me eché a las petacas, me encanta. Yo también digo así, Julia.
Que es echarse a las petacas, será como uno se mete en las petacas esas donde se guardaban cosas,
No, mi amor, es
uno se pone a beber
como
petacos de
ya me
cerveza,
rendí. Pues sí, o sea, es como ya me
pero
rendí.
¿de dónde
Como
viene?
me dormí en las petacas de cerveza, sí.
¿Pero en petaco de cerveza
Me
o
eché a
en...?
las petacas, sí, ya me boté ahí a las petacas. Las
No,
petacas
yo no
siempre
sé.
estaban al lado de la basura.
No, no, no. Yo creo que tú estás asumiendo muchísimas cosas ahí. Porque una petaca es donde uno guarda cosas. Es una caja,
No,
es
las
un...
petacas son las petacas de la cerveza.
No, eso es un petaco. Pero
A ver,
una
mira,
petaca es...
dicho, echarse con las petacas, dice acá.
A ver. Pero es
Eh,
que una petaca, en mi casa, por ejemplo, eran de... como de palma, eran costura de esas petacas y ahí se echaban cobijas, juguetes, como que se guardaba todo en las petacas. Entonces de pronto echarse a las petacas es como
sí,
guarde
estas
todo eso en
también.
una petaca, o sea, como eche todas las cosas ahí adentro. Esa sería mi interpretación. Sí, porque echarse a los petacos es como, no, coma mierda esos bananos, me voy
Nicolás,
a
no.
beber. Así hablaba Julia, yo no tengo culpa. Yo solo repito.
No, pero no me dice el origen.
Alguien tiene que saber. De pronto Julia, porque de pronto es una expresión llanera.
Bueno, no sé, no encontré nada yo. Le toca a Julia decirnos. Eh, sí. Javi Aniki dice sobre tu inicio al arte, me hizo pensar si no te, entre comillas, pusieron a dibujar, ¿qué dirías que despertó ese interés en tu hogar con un familiar artista, a diferencia de un cómic, que es un factor externo, por ejemplo?
¿Cómo? No, no entendí.
Sí, es que me enredé.
Sí,
Sobre tu inicio al arte, me hizo pensar si
sí.
no te pusieron a dibujar, entre comillas pusieron.
¿Mi familia o en la universidad?
Sobre tu inicio al arte,
Entonces mi
me
familia.
hizo pensar si no te pusieron a
Sí, ya,
dibujar,
en las comillas las entendí, gracias,
¿qué
sí.
dirías que despertó ese interés
Ah,
en tu hogar con un familiar artista? A diferencia de un cómic, que es un factor externo, por ejemplo.
no, pero es que esa es la parte que no entiendo. O sea, todos esos factores externos, o sea, los libros ilustrados que había en mi casa, las cosas que yo veía de pequeñito. Yo crecí como en los ochentas, entonces todas las animaciones que veía de pequeño, juguetes, o sea, son cosas externas, pero yo creo que pues son igual de poderosas a cualquier cosa que hubiera podido pasar en la casa. Es
Sí,
que yo creo que en la casa lo que pasó era que lo más bonito era que nadie me decía que no dibujara. O sea, no era como, ay, Nicolás, pues bueno, yo igual salía y montaba en bicicleta y en patines y jugaba fútbol y, o sea, salía por ahí por el barrio y jugábamos con los amigos del barrio, pero cuando había, digamos, tardes que yo me quería quedar como, yo me arrodillaba siempre en el piso y ponía las cosas encima de la cama, yo dibujaba como encima de mi cama y me arrodillaba en el piso, pero si yo me quería arrodillar en el piso a dibujar, nadie me decía no dibuje o qué está haciendo o por qué está dibujando, o más bien salga al parque o no me dejaban dibujar y entonces, y después de dibujar me decían, ay, ¿qué dibujaste? Y entonces yo decía, no, estos dos monstruos peleando. Y mi mamá me celebraba y mi papá me celebraban muchísimo los dibujos. O sea, era como, muéstrame eso, guau. Y si había visita en la casa es como, Nicolás, baje los dibujos de los monstruos. Entonces me tocaba mostrarle los dibujos a toda la visita. Eh, pero era eso, o sea, yo creo que eso era súper bonito, como que uno nace, o sea, uno nace con algo que le gusta hacer y crece sintiéndose solamente bien por eso que a uno le gusta hacer. Entonces, yo creo que conectar esa sensación como de que es bonito, de que algo es como digno de celebrarse, mm, conectar esa sensación a lo que a uno le gusta hacer como naturalmente, pues es súper chévere, es súper bonito. Yo creo que eso es lo que lo ayuda a uno a toda la vida como quererlo y no simplemente como, no sé, buscar otro tipo de validación, porque si uno ama hacer eso desde chiquito, pues pues ya está casi todo ganado ahí, ¿no?
Julia Tovar dice, jaja, que así hablaba Julia. Ni idea el dicho, muchachos. Me gusta la teoría de Dani de las cervezas. Gracias, Julia. Gracias siempre por apoyarme, Julia.
O sea,
¿Qué? ¿Qué?
súper objetiva. Súper
No, pues es que
objetiva.
a ti te molesta que no te apoyen a ti. En tus petacas de juguetes. Eh, let's see. Mario J was saying, I sent you a couple automatons via Instagram. I'll try to find the kid newstead. ¿Cómo digo?
No sé, no sé qué estás leyendo.
Newstead.
Newstead, maybe?
Newstead?
Maybe?
Newstead?
Maybe. But I don't know. Like, I don't know.
So I'll try to find that kid newstead instructional video and send it your way once I'm off work. Oh yeah, thank you. That would be super cool, Mario. So let's check out Mario's automatons. So I'm gonna move to the side so we can see it together with Nicolas.
Okay. Oh, dude, these are like gorgeous.
Yeah. Oh,
These are so good.
I love the handle of the bird face.
Yeah, the skull. I mean, it's a head of a bird or a skull. Oh, these are gorgeous. Oh, is that a flower blooming? Oh, that's so nice. Oh, those are so nice. Oh, dude, these are so good. Yeah. Oh, dude, these are gorgeous. Oh, the nodding head of the cyclist. Love that
Mario,
little detail.
this is beautiful. I had no idea.
Absolutely gorgeous, dude. Congratulations. That's gorgeous work.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Danny, you have like a best friend there.
Yeah. And by the way, I had no idea that Mario J was Mario Dana. Hey, Mario. It's funny because sometimes I see like the mails of people and they
Emails,
use
yeah.
emails, yeah, and they use like name and last name.
Did Mario
Mario has bought some paintings, yeah.
And was he, am I doing a reward for you, Mario? I think maybe. Forgive me if I'm wrong, because like I have like a big list that Danny has made up for me, but I'm just checking off like the artists and trying to do a good job. So
they were telling me to show them Mario's work. So give me 1 sec and I'll share the Instagram link. Let's see.
I can't see the bottom of my
Of your what?
Of my painting. Don't feel weird. There was nothing weird about that comment.
No, I said nothing.
Of your what?
No, because you said I can see the bottom of my, and you paused, so I had no idea.
Say?
Nothing. I just wanted to know what was it. I mean, you're the one thinking I was asking for a weird thing.
I felt okay with what I said.
So, there you go. That's Mario's. I shared the one of the bicycle. Very, very cool.
Beautiful work.
Yeah. So cool, Mario.
Where's Mario from, Daniel Ira?
Well, I don't know. Let me see. Maybe here? No. Mario, where are you from?
Yeah, that's the easiest way, right?
Yeah, because you were like putting me on the spot. Where's Mario from? And I was like, oh, I don't know. No, I don't know. Because I went to, I was trying to answer, yeah, and I went to the web page, and I went to the contact.
The about, does he have an about?
No, a contact one.
Okay, Mario, we have to get like some context.
So,
and I'm going with Mario, but I don't know if it's Mario.
Portland, Oregon.
Okay.
And I found it in LinkedIn. Because Mario has a like a tab in their webpage.
And what's the last
LinkedIn?
name?
Dana.
So Dana,
that's how
maybe? Mario
I
Dana?
say it. So
Okay, Mario Dana, I'm going to say.
mm, let's see. Mario saying no, I wish. What?
Oh, no, this the books, about the book.
Oh, okay, okay,
No, it's
okay.
because I know in the list you have like we have like a Mario one. So and it just says Mario on the list that you made. So I was like, maybe.
Let's see. Where was I? Because maybe I got caught in the conversation and I didn't read some questions. So I want to try and see what I missed.
But beautiful work, dude.
Yeah.
Honestly, very very nice. And are you into? Do you want to do more like sculptural work, or do you want to do animations, or like what are you thinking right now? And was it for your undergrad thesis, or was it for an MFA? I want to know.
Spill the tea, Mario. Because in their website, it says, oh, this is beautiful. The bird one. Look at this. And I love, because I did that for my undergrad, is how you call it?
Undergrad, yeah.
Undergrad thesis.
Yeah.
I did some carving in wood. And I also loved like reclaimed woods. I think
Yeah.
that's how you call them.
Yeah, like
And
found objects.
yeah, exactly. So I love that. Look at this one. Oh, and it's a puppet.
Dude.
That's beautiful.
Oh, look at that. It's got two faces.
Mario, I want to know, is it real hair?
Maybe.
Yeah, it looks like.
Yeah, last bit of my hair would have gone for that puppet.
So cool.
Beautiful stuff.
So cool, yeah. So let's see. Mario was saying, "Oh gosh, thanks Danny and Nicolas for sharing. I'm from Oregon." Oregon? I don't know how to say it.
Yep, Oregon.
Yeah. And Mario was saying, "I worked at gambling for a bit."
Oh,
I remember that you
yeah.
shared that you shared the
Oh, that's where you got it from, seeing all those machines?
Was it because of that? Because I do remember all the videos you sent us, which were super cool, of how they packed the paint.
Yeah, Willy Wonka gambling.
Very cool. Yeah, but I haven't seen your 3D work, Mario. So cool. BFA thesis was saying Mario.
Very nice.
Yeah. Javi Aniki dice, disculpen la redacción, por el límite de caracteres, me costó preguntarlo con claridad, pero obtuve la respuesta.
No, era más que yo
No, la
estaba
verdad, Javi,
entendiendo.
sí estuvo muy mal.
Horrible.
Tenaz esa redacción, Javi, yo me volví un 8.
Vaya vuelva a clase.
Mentira.
Gracias.
No, sí, es que es difícil, porque toca, creo que son 250 caracteres.
Y si uno no usa buena
200.
puntuación, peor.
Pobre Javi dirá, no, pero primer día.
Se acabó de llegar.
Sí.
Si es como, no, yo
Y
nunca
ya,
comentaba.
Sí, ya me bloquearon.
Siempre estoy aquí detrás, escuchando.
Steve Witt was saying, damn, I wish I couldn't. Sorry.
Oh, God. Are you okay?
I died.
Yeah, and reborn.
Steve Witt was saying, damn, I wish I could enjoy the process like you do.
Oh, you can. There's nothing extraordinary about it. Trust me. It's just, knowing, being patient enough with like each moment of the process, and that's about it. And knowing what each moment is demanding of you. Don't try to do more. Don't try to do less. Just recognize what you're supposed to do and try to execute on that.
Mario was saying, and I want to make a good solid marionettes for cheap that everyone could afford, but I'm really focused on portrait painting.
Oh, that's so cool. Well, you could mix both. There's this Russian, is she a Russian woman? I forget. You probably know her. That she does the puppets with the moon. She does like these characters, but I love the ones that
Puppets with the moon?
Yeah,
No,
she
it
does like
doesn't
little
ring a bell.
characters that have like a moon face. Oh, she's so good. I've always wanted her I've always wanted to ask her if she can if I could buy like a moon face one cuz I love those.
I don't know if I know her.
Maybe Mario knows her. I think she's I don't know. I'm speculating. I was going to say she's Russian, but I don't know why I would say that.
Well,
but
I think you said that at the beginning. You said
yeah,
this
yeah.
Russian.
I mean, if I said it, I'm going to trust my instinct.
My insect?
And also my insect. Yeah.
Instagram's so
It's
weird.
amazing.
I mean, you said banana, Julia's banana, and look, first post suggested.
Okay.
I don't even follow that account, but it's like suggestion.
Yeah.
A banana sculpture.
That's how they get you.
Make us viral. Make us viral.
Yeah.
No,
Lotto numbers.
Yeah. Well, with this title, I don't know how.
You're gonna break it. Break the internet.
So yeah, this is perfect timing for Baron Jorf von Boglimdorf.
What?
The third.
What
they
is
were
going
saying,
on?
Did you put the word paint in the title enough times? LOL. Yeah, it was. We were joking. It was a dumb joke.
Wait, but what's that username? Could you repeat it?
Baron Jorf von Boglimdorf and the number 3.
Okay, I have no idea.
And I said the third. Just to make
I mean, he likes that. Is that from something? That's got to be from something.
No, maybe it's their name.
I don't think it's their name.
Look, and they were saying, thanks for pronouncing my name right. Most people get it wrong.
What? That's your name?
Baron Jorf von Boglimdorf. Now they said that I did a good pronunciation, and I'm just like...
Oh, you're butchering it, yeah.
Yeah, now I'm scared to do
Fumbling.
it wrong. So Baron Jorf von Bog... No,
Okay, it doesn't
Baron
matter then.
Jorf von Boglimdorf the third.
No,
I like that. It sounds... I like it a lot.
I like it too.
It sounds like a very important person that stepped.
Well, it sounds like before he speaks, there should be trumpets. Like you should be able to hear trumpets.
But because I said the third.
Well, yeah, but I mean, no, I think that's like a Phineas and Ferb character. That can't be real.
Of course it is. I don't know why you see it being weird.
There's a lot to that name. There's a lot to unpack, I'm going to say. It's not John Williams.
Baron was saying the painting is amazing, by the way.
Thank you.
I like the square brush marks.
Yeah, it gives me a bit of structure. So it's always good to build upon something that already has like a bit of structure. Baron. And
Jimmy.
I'm bowing. I don't know why. I'm curtsying. I don't know if I should. It just feels like I should.
Jimmy Regis Art was saying, Salmon Catcher, hello buddy, and everyone. Hey Jimmy. So I think that Jimmy and Salmon are friends.
Okay.
Let's see. So Roslyn was saying regarding the costumes. Roslyn was saying one of my favorite years was doing the Scooby-Doo gang.
Oh, that's pretty
That's a
good.
good one. Yeah. I think one of my favorites. I remember I really liked the makeup of the skull I did for when I was working as a bartender.
Yeah.
I think it was cool. And when I was at school, I don't know in what year it was, but I bought a towel, a blue towel, like a big towel, and I made the Cookie Monster
Okay. Googly
costume.
eyes.
Yeah, so I did that. Well, I did. It was like kind of like a dress, but it was like a balloon thing. And I did, yeah, like a little thing for my, like a headpiece with the eyes.
Yeah.
But I remember I was carrying
Cookies.
cookies, yeah, like
And making a mess, I'm
tiny
sure.
cookies in a jar.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like giving people the cookies
Oh.
in my school. And it was super cool.
Did you eat it and make a mess out of the cookies?
No, I
Oh,
was
come
just
on.
like giving it to people. And it was cool because there were people like, hey, can I get one cookie? And I was like, yeah,
Of
go
course.
ahead.
Yeah, people are going to like you just for that.
Yeah, it was cool. I remember I bought like every single pack of cookies. Mini Mini Joy, es que se llamaban.
Como la Chips Ahoy
Chips
chiviada.
Ahoy. No, entonces no era Mini Joy, era Chips Ahoy, pero las chiquititas.
Uh-huh.
So it's like tiny, tiny chocolate chip cookies. And I bought a ton and I filled like a big jar. So it was cool. Let's see. Salmon Kutcher was saying, oh, I wish I was a friend of Jimmy. I just hang in his art stream sometimes. He's a comic book artist. Oh, that's so cool, Jimmy. But I think that everyone here, we're all friends. Right? Friends?
Are you talking to
To my
me?
friends?
I don't know.
Jimmy Regis was saying mini chips ahoy. Yeah, that's it. Those are the one that I was giving. Steve Wheat was saying, how can I buy a painting before they get sold? Got the bell to ring.
No, we put them on it. There's not such a big sense of urgency when we post a painting, to be very honest. A lot of people make it sound like we click on the, upload the painting and then it sells. No. There's enough time. Just check, the day that we finish our paintings. Just, hopefully you're on the stream and you can see when it's done. And then just check, maybe 15, 20 minutes after that, our storefront page, ourpaintedlives.com.
Mm-hmm.
And and then it's the easiest way.
Yeah, and I mean, you post them on Instagram, so following you on Instagram would be also a good way.
Yeah.
To know it.
Yeah, I never ask people or tell people that to have notifications for Instagram.
I have you as my favorite, so I always get a notification.
Oh, you're my favorite.
You're my
too.
only favorite.
Oh,
I'm not your
you.
favorite. I know
No,
that when I post,
really
you don't get a
Yeah,
notification.
I really don't. No, I don't have notifications for nothing on Instagram. So I kind of feel cheap and weird if I ask people to. I don't think you've ever heard me say like, oh, turn your notifications on for Instagram.
No, but you know that I think that's very useful. And now more with the algorithm of Instagram, I'm sorry, that just does not show things.
Yeah.
I mean, it's super cool because I just see my phone and it says Nicolas has posted something, and I just click and just see what you posted.
Yeah, it takes you a while to answer, I've noticed then.
I always like and comment your things.
I mean, there's so many more people commenting and answering before you. That's kind of shocking then.
Things to do.
That you have me on.
Have things to do.
Yeah, you have me notified. But I don't know. I didn't even know that's how you say it.
You have been notified?
Notified, yeah. Mm-hmm. And
like
but
in court?
You answer so late.
You
so
get a
late.
notification.
Yeah, so late, the answer. Let's see.
Let's see. Jaden Flash was saying, is this done with one brush?
So I've been using a slightly larger one, a medium size, and a smaller one. But essentially, it could have been done with one brush. Yeah, there's nothing about it is so precious or so I don't know, detailed that it would merit like a significantly smaller brush. So no, just a regular. What size is this? 8. 8 size flat. So
Steve Witt was saying, I love this painting. Stop. LOL.
I'm about to. So I just need to give it like a tiny bit of a sense of space. We don't have to understand anything that's going on in the back. It's probably going to be super, super loose. But just a little hints of things in the back. That's all we need.
Javi Aniki dice, jaja, todo bien. Si no me dicen en que la cago desde el inicio, no voy a mejorar. Acá en México decimos, no me agüito. No me agüito. Como no me molesto, creo que es.
Sí, no, acá es solo
no
cariño.
Me agüito.
Solo
no,
cariño.
Y acá molestamos mucho. Eso sí, es importante saberlo. Ese es el lenguaje de cariño de Nicolás y mío.
Like, look at that. That's
what?
It's kind of grainy as it dries. Like, no. That I'm noticing. Like, I've been trying to do this underpainting, but also very mindful of how the liquid is behaving.
Yeah.
So that has been on my mind like throughout the whole painting, to be very, very honest. And I'm very pleasantly surprised. It's pretty. I think it takes a little bit longer for it to get like tacky, and it makes sense because if the surface is not super absorbent, then it kind of like stays on the surface. So there's no absorption from the substrate aiding the sort of gelling of the liquid. So it takes just a tiny bit longer, I feel, but it's very nice. I actually think this is like a super pleasant surface to paint on. We're gonna see how it behaves with color, but I don't have any complaints.
No, and I would say that I don't think it's like a drastic change. It's not like you put like, I don't know, bismuth yellow and it explodes. It's just...
Well, wait and see. That's going to be our next video title.
Well, I like that.
Bismuth explosion.
No.
Explosiveness.
No.
The explosiveness of the bismuth explosion.
No.
Explosives.
The bismoothness, smoothness in the
painting.
Closets.
There we go.
Liad was saying, maybe our painted lives can sell paintings on stream. I think they were saying that because Steve Witt was saying, I want this painting. Can you hold it for me?
We don't, to be super honest, Steve, like, you're very kind, but we don't usually do that. Like, we don't do that. We've never done that for people. And just in the effort of trying to be fair, like, we try not to do it. We try to, because so much of what we do is like, we have our channel that is free for anyone. We don't have patrons. We don't have any sort of money barrier. So I think it's kind of nice that feeling also, or that philosophy also floods into just the offering of the paintings, that whomever wants a painting, we don't force paintings on anyone. We always ask of people to consider it because that's the way we make our living. So if we always say, like, if you can support us by buying a painting, great. If you can't, that's totally fine. We're still going to be here. We're still going to be making videos for as long as we can.
Yeah, for as long as.
But yeah, I don't know. I think it's nice, and I think it's a nice, fair way of offering something. So, but if honestly, if you follow us here, or if you follow me on Instagram, like, you know, when I post the paintings, I'll usually take like a, like a few minutes to then post them on the page. So, and once again, like, it may have happened, or it may happen with certain paintings, but it's not as if they, I click and then it sells. It's, there's time. I would say that there's enough time.
Baron Jorf von Boglimdorf III
Okay.
was saying a painter uses a paintbrush to paint a painting of an underpainting for a portrait painting painted with all paints.
For
I
the
like
Baron.
that. Well, if we're being 100% honest, we wanted to make it even more dumb, the title. We wanted to make it like longer, but we couldn't because we exceed the characters. So, but
Yeah,
that would be a
not
good
for the
one.
lack of trying. Just
Oh yeah.
just that it just wouldn't let us.
Miss was saying, "Wow, live painting. I'm new here. Welcome.
Oh.
Welcome here." So I can only see the Miss because maybe there's like some characters, but I can't see them.
Uh-huh.
So maybe they can let us know what their name is, or if they like Miss.
Miss.
That's good too.
Yeah.
Mario J was saying, but yeah, I did buy a drawing from you. It was of a torso drawn twice.
Oh.
One included more of a skeleton in pink.
Yes,
I think
yes.
Nicolas was feeling sick that week. Oh, that's a good memory.
Yeah, maybe.
Mario. No, and I remember, because I remember as soon as I saw Mario Dana or Dana,
Yeah.
I said Dana in my head when I was doing like all the permits.
Yeah.
But I have a very good memory for the people that have bought the paintings.
Yeah.
Like I see their name and I'm like, oh, I know them. I even like, yeah. I
well,
know them.
you've had to write them like, 4 times.
Yeah, because I have to
when you
ask
do
for the permits. Yeah. I have to then fill the papers for FedEx.
Yeah.
And it's 2 papers, 2 forms. And I have to add it to the list I have to the notebook. So we can like keeping track all the things we're sending. So yeah.
So by the end, you might as well be part of the family. So
yeah. Let's see. Julia Tovar dice, oigan, tengo que decirles, ya me acabé Better Call Saul, pero tuve que parar hace poco uno de los lives porque estaban un poco muy spoilers. Aunque sé que normalmente intentan no serlo. Sí. Ay, Julia, lo siento.
Pero eso viene con reclamo, supongo. Ahí hay como un reclamo escondido.
Pues claro, ella dirá como así me traicionaron, me tocó apagar esta vaina. Ya me sapearon que se murió. Mentira, no voy a decir nada. Pero sí.
Qué pena.
Qué pena, Julia. ¿Y qué tal, Julia? Muy bueno, ¿no?
Sí, bueno.
Muy
triste.
Pero ya no empieces, ahora vas a empezar a decir.
No, pues ya se lo acabó.
Y cuando hablo de tragedia, hablo de pues sí, pero de pronto le estamos spoileando a alguien más.
Ah, pero importaba spoileárselo a Julia, pero al resto no.
Jean Hussein
la.
was saying, can you explain more about knowing what the painting requires of you at a certain stage?
That sounded cryptic, right? That sounded like so arcane.
And they were saying, I think, wait, because I haven't.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I think that's a current weak spot for me that leads to frustration.
Yeah. So sometimes it doesn't even have to be, I guess the easiest way to define it, and we can end with this because I think I'm done. But I guess, Gene, the easiest way to define it would be by associating something formal, like a formal quality, with what you want to do. So you can tie like the actual construction to the painting with what you want to say, right? So if you can find echoes of what you want to say in the manner in which you construct the painting, those are like super I would say those are the easiest to identify, right? Because you can tell yourself, oh, I have to paint this here, or I have to give this hierarchy. How do I give it hierarchy? And then you run in your mind like ways in which you can give something hierarchy. It could be by, contrast in value, contrast by saturation, contrast by difference in hues, by complementaries. So there are like a bunch of ways that you can, point to the things that you want to paint. Like you can emphasize certain aspects of your painting, and hence, communicate what it is, that out of like this sea of brushstrokes, what it is that you want people to first pick up, to instinctively pick up when, they find themselves in front of your image. Like there has to be an immediate response to something. What is it, that's something that you want to happen? Where is it in the painting, and how do you emphasize it? Like how do you use all the devices that from choreography of shapes and rhythm, design, to painting, to the actual painting of it. So I think the easiest way to understand, like for example, right now, if the painting was asking of me, okay, you're going to concentrate on value because that's what an underpainting should do, right? If you're doing like somewhat of a naturalist image, and you're trying to model form, and you're thinking about light and three-dimensionality and space or atmosphere, hence you're thinking of value. How does value aid you in communicating what you want to communicate? And what you want to communicate may be a very simple thing. It doesn't have to have like a heavy narrative, or it doesn't have to be super complicated. It can be complex as you want, but it doesn't necessarily have to be like heavy. It doesn't have to be like this this instructional booklet of okay, this is what I want, this is how I want you to read my painting, and you offer these booklets to every single potential viewer so that they know how to view your painting. No, it can be simple. I even think that the most complex of paintings, most complex of images are very simple, tend to be very simple in its in their essence. So identifying very easily what it is that you want to say, and how in each and every one of those stages, that presence of that factor that is going to be hierarchical in your painting, how it manifests in each and one of those stages. It's really, really important. But you have to identify it first, right? You can't just push something if you're not sure of what you're doing. So, for example, right now for the painting, for this particular painting, it's very evident of how much of a shape, how much of this heavier shape this painting was, and I'm pretty confident that not many people saw that coming when they saw the drawing. The drawing felt, if you check yesterday's stream, I was concentrating more on like gesture and expression, which all come from that drawing. Like all of it comes from the overall, the big design, and how how the pose just finds this really beautiful sort of exclamation point around here, where um, the wrist breaks, and then interlaced hands, um, head tipped over just a little bit. There's enough pressure between hand and cheek that you feel kind of that skin just bunching up a little bit. But what I think really hammers it home today, and we only had access to this today, was the fact that it became like, almost like a backlit picture. And we are seeing just a lot of like fluttering of like brushstrokes in the midst of this kind of darker tone that ties everything together. But the expression, the overall like expression of the portrait, it's sort of like nestled, it's burrowed in a ton of that value. So there's this formal, understanding of how value can aid you in communicating those things. So for me today, I was like, okay, unity and value, because this all has to read like this darker. I mean, it's not a dark mass per se, but it's still going to be like a darker shape. It's still going to be, okay, this figure is, is being lit, but not because there's the light shining on it, but because there's light surrounding it. So there's a little bit of light coming through here, a little bit of light coming from behind, and giving her like this kind of rim lighting. So um, I had to be very careful in knowing that I had to give expression and model form, but it has to first answer to this, lighting condition that is not common. We usually we put a spotlight on the things that we want to point to, right? It's like the easiest thing in the world. You shine a light on something that you want to be uncovered. So it's very kind of weird to say, I want you to look at this, but this is going to be in this kind of nice atmosphere of shadow that you have to traverse. But the beautiful thing about shadow is that there's this sort of ominous sense of unity to it. There's this fogginess to it that encloses everything, and I find that really really nice. So it adds to the mood, to the overall mood. I think the darkness there and the openness of the hand was super super important, just to break that gesture a little bit, and then you go to the other hand that you don't really even have to see. You just have to sense the break again of the wrist. So wrist is breaking here. It's also breaking here, but we see more of the palm there. Breaks at the knuckles, and that's it. Like the rest we can kind of complete. So it's an image that's, I don't know, it's kind of hazy, but you yourself as a viewer are given enough information, barely enough, for you to then complete this whole mood, I would say. So it's not like a spelled out mood. It just has to be, the look in the eyes has to be just right. The description of that nose, the way the mouse kind of tucks in, very little things, but they have to be just right. So there we come to the quid of it. Like, when you say something has to be just right, that means that you have to be on top of your game. Like, if you recognize what it is that has to be just perfect about it, I mean, not perfect as in doing a perfect painting, that doesn't exist, but you have to like try to execute it as best as you can. That is when you have to say, okay, I can let go in other places. I can be, expressive here. I can be loose here. But once I see those areas where, my painting is like hanging on, like it depends entirely upon them, like that's when you got to say, okay, now I bring my A game. Now I got to do this. Like I have to execute. Um, so yeah, it's tough, Gene, because it's not like there's not a recipe book. I think it depends on paint. It's a painting by painting cases, image by image basis. And what is probably most important is that we have to train ourselves to identify where those hierarchies lie in, and when we have to be committed to something, and when we have to be super careful about every single choice that we make when trying to resolve that particular instance, and when we can, and the other places that we can let go a little bit. I don't think that that's easy to train or to do, because it's really quite subjective. It probably has to do a lot with what you're trying to say, with your own perception, with how you understand, with the manner in which you understand, in terms of pushing things, like how you define pushing things, how far you want to push something. So there's tons of like little obstacles there that only the person can resolve. And the degree in which they resolve them and the manner in which they define them is ultimately what makes you a painter. That's there's probably somebody who would have seen this image, this exact same image, and would have seen softness to it and would have seen tenderness to it. But I think I see, I don't know, I'm just kind of wired to see way more drama into it. Like, I don't know if I smell like a hint of humanity in something, I think that there's inherently way more drama to it than anything else. So um so maybe that, if a softer, more elegant painter could have done like this, beautiful painting here and just concentrate on the pose and how it ties with the hands, and it would have been just like this really nice feeling to this painting. But I think I actually want, not that I don't want it to feel welcoming, but I much rather have it feel like the painting is engaging with you instead of like feeling like the object of some gaze. Like, here I am, I'm cute, and my fingers are interlaced, and I'm in a nice pose, and it's almost like I'm here for you to be seen, to be looked at. I kind of want the painting to be, the painting is looking at you, like the painting is completely engaging you. So it's almost like I I even I got this feeling, not because, I mean, it's not like Danny is like spurring this, but when I was painting just, I don't know what it is, maybe the angle of the brow, just I angled it
Like menacing?
well, not menacing, but it's, I had to like look away at times because it's very
like
intense.
It's engaging you.
Yeah, it's super intense. It's
yeah.
very, very intense. And it's not that I'm looking at you and I'm like, oh, I don't want to look at you. It's just that the feeling of like, it's like we're gonna have this conversation that we can't avoid. Like, it's not like this is not gonna be a pleasant conversation. I know you don't want to have this conversation, but we need to have it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that sort of vibe to the painting.
Yeah, I like it too, because it's like, because sometimes you feel like you are seeing the painting.
Yes.
But as you were saying, this is like, it is a conversation between both. It's
yes.
like the painting is letting you know that you're part of the experience of watching the painting.
Yeah.
Because it's like it's bouncing back to you, which doesn't happen.
No, it doesn't happen often. I have to say.
Yeah.
I painted, like, I think I've painted great, well, what I consider to be great paintings of you in the sense that I feel you there. Like, I can have this conversation with you there, but I'm never really worried about like the viewer, in the sense that I'm not thinking beyond like saying I want to have this, exchange with you here in the painting. And then, then you kind of set it free, and you say to the viewer, yeah, you can do whatever you want with it because I got what I wanted out of it.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's the tone. Probably the size also. I think that probably has to do with it, because this is like, a little bit larger than life. I guess, well, hands can be life size.
My hands are smaller than yours.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's larger than life.
But and maybe there's something about it. Maybe there's something about the fact that there's this, diagonal in the bottom that you guys are missing, but that it's almost like a table, like you're sharing that space also with this person.
Yeah, but I like it because as you were saying, it's not usual to have like this conversation with the person that's looking at the painting. But I do feel that it's cool in a weird, super cool way in which it makes you conscious of yourself. It's like if it was a mirror.
Yeah.
Because it's like the gaze is bouncing back to you.
Yeah.
So you just see it, and as soon as you see it, you realize you are staring back at it. I don't know if that makes sense. In my brain, it makes sense.
Not every portrait, I have to say. There's not a ton of portraits that do that. I don't know if how, I can't even point to what, like, how that is achieved. I don't even really know.
Or what that is, what I'm referring to.
Right.
That's
like,
why I'm
I'm going to do one of those. And it's like, oh yeah, I know how to do one of those. No, I've seen hundreds of, if not thousands of amazing portraits, in museums all over this world, that are looking at the viewer, but they don't, they're looking at the viewer just because it seems like the painter was asking for them to look at them. But that's about it. But you as a viewer don't necessarily feel like, oh my God, look, the king is looking at me. It's like, no, not really. You don't feel that.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but there are few paintings that that you really feel like, oh, it's like, it's almost like the painting was painted for me. It seems like,
Mm.
when you have that really weird moment that you suddenly feel like the painting was there waiting for you.
Yeah, and that it
That's
makes you realize
strange.
that you are there looking at the painting,
Yeah, that's
which
very
is
strange.
what I'm trying to describe. That is so cool about this painting. It's that every single time I see it, it's not like I'm seeing myself painted, but as soon as I see it, I realize that I'm staring at a painting,
Yeah,
which
it's
is not something that happens when I look at a
no,
painting.
no.
I'm just thinking about the painting. My brain's not thinking, oh, you are looking at a painting.
Yeah.
It's not, I don't know how to,
No, no, no. No, I get it. It's weird.
super
Oh,
cool.
I don't know.
Yeah.
As I was painting and I was like, "Oh, this is like I don't think it's something extraordinary. I don't think it's like something that it's like it has to be celebrated because it's hard to get." No, it's just that I think it's weird because if you ask me, and I don't know how many paintings I don't know how many paintings I've painted in my life. I don't know how many portraits I've painted in my life. But you very rarely get that feeling of, I don't know, just connecting with, like, connecting in a strange way. I don't know.
Like
Yeah,
consciousness
it's just
about
I hope
yourself.
people don't like, it's so bizarre because, like, Danny, look how I'm sitting.
Yeah.
It's so bizarre to have this head so close that it's like, I don't know. I don't know what it
Because
is.
also, I
It's
mean,
really
because also
bizarre.
it's a little bit larger than life.
Yeah,
So
but it's
it's also
like,
like super misleading.
I don't
I don't
know.
know. It's
I feel weird.
no,
The
I
more
love
I
it.
look at it, I'm feeling weirder.
No,
Like,
I love it.
it's haunted. It's really
No,
strange.
because I don't think it's
Yeah.
haunted. I mean, I don't see it, and it's not like I'm afraid of the gaze.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like I see it, and I know that I'm seeing it again. It's not. It doesn't give me like the creeps. Not at all.
Oh, I need Visine after this. I need some drops.
You've never used eye
Never,
drops, so
ever. No, no, no. I think it's very cool. Now I want to stop talking about it because now I'm thinking in my head how I'm going to ruin it when I try to paint it.
oh no, yeah,
So,
the overthinking.
oh, no.
Don't
Oh, I
overthink
already.
it.
Oh,
So
I'm so ahead of you. I already overthink it, like, overthunk it like 1,000 times. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm sadly and unfortunately way ahead because you know, I've painted it in my mind now like 100 times, and all of them I've ruined it. So it's going to be exciting to see how this goes.
yeah. So
I don't think we're going to be able to paint this tomorrow, by the
oh
way.
no, because it has to dry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think because of the surface, it does feel a little goopier.
Mm-hmm.
The liquid, and I would at least give it one more day to dry. If I have to be very, very honest, I think it
Yes.
would be a little too precocious on my part. If I said no, 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 let's get to painting, let's do this. No, no, no. I have to wait, and maybe the more I see it, the more I settle, and the more because I know that all I have to do is like, well, this is going to sound stupid, but in my brain, I'm always like, don't fuck up. But, the don't fuck up, it sounds like a ton of pressure. It sounds like unmanageable pressure, to be honest. But in my brain, don't fuck up means just do like fundamental, basic painting. Just don't try anything weird. Don't try, like, there's a lot that you've solved already. Like, this is not a painting to then say, hey, let's take a chance with this
So it's
little.
like do what you know how to
Yeah,
do.
do what you know, do what you
know. Yeah.
understand. Just do solid painting.
Yeah.
That's all you need to do. Solid painting. I was dreading that with like Kim Jung Gi's little portrait. I was like, this is a tiny portrait. Like if I just like did like a tiny little bad brushstroke, like a little bit, if my fingers like slipped a little bit, or if I did,
done.
it's like lost the nose.
Yeah.
And I lost the character of the nose, or and I was like dreading it. I was like, do I want to paint this? Like, I can ruin this so easily. Like in my brain, I was like, I can imagine so many ways of fucking this up, like so many ways. And while I was painting, all I kept saying, and I always kind of talk to myself when I'm painting, but all I kept telling myself was like, fundamental painting, like super simple painting. Like, how light is this? How dark is this? What hue is it? How saturated is it? So
Yeah.
it's like super basic, super simple, super, super simple. And, in many ways, it's like you've worked hard enough to get here, use it. So use it to your benefit. Use it, this is here to aid you in making good decisions. So patience, like solid painting, and that's it. And it's so incredible how far solid painting can take you. I mean, that's when you realize there's no real tricks to painting, because there is none. I mean, there's like little things that you can do to like grab somebody's attention, but in terms of like just, just painting, like the core of painting, it is so simple. It is so ridiculously simple. That's why it's frustrating, because it's a lifetime to even attempt to master it. But you can always fall back on the simple and realize like, oh wow, that's all I needed to do. Like, there's nothing else that this painting was asking me for. Just simple.
Yeah, but sometimes simple is more difficult.
I love simple.
No. Yeah. But I mean,
I totally get you.
Like, you do it and you do it again and you overdo it. And then you're like, oh, I should have gone for simple, but simple is not easy.
Oh, it's the toughest thing.
So as you were saying, yeah, it's a lifetime of
toughest thing.
Knowing that you know nothing.
Yes.
So
we're good?
Yeah, we're good.
Let's say thank you and goodbye to everyone.
Yeah, thank
you, everyone. If this was
your
first day here, thank you so much. This is what we do here.
Yeah.
We don't not only do live videos, but we have over 400, almost 400 edited videos in our channel that you can, if you want some company while you're working, you can just put them on and check, lift your head from time to time to see how the painting is going. They're around 20, 25-minute videos, 30-minute videos at most. So they're pretty compact. They're all themed based. So we had weekly themes during those almost 400 videos.
Yes.
And we tried to solve weekly themes in varied ways and just trying to push ourselves. So I think that, those make up a lot of hard work that Danny and I put into the sort of genesis of this channel.
Yes. So if you don't see me there, like me, it's because I was editing.
Oh yeah.
So I'm in every single video of those.
I did the boring part of painting, but the real work of making the videos, like just getting all the information from the recordings and putting it together and putting audio together and cleaning everything up and color correcting stuff and doing jobs that are incredibly hard and painful. And the reason that...
Well, not painful.
Well, it is painful for me, but
you didn't do it.
The reason, if you see things looking like super organic and not flawless, but because there's nothing flawless about the process, but if you see it just looking very, just, I don't know, like a fresh kind of take on painting, it's only because Danny did her job incredibly well.
You're so nice.
No.
And also,
yes, please, Danny.
I mean, we have the edited videos,
yeah.
And you were saying if you want company, you can put them in the background.
Yeah.
But also if you like real-time company.
Yeah.
And if you want to chat with us.
Yeah.
Not only with us, like Nicolas and I, but with a lot of people that join our live streams that also love painting.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of other topics that are not art related.
No.
You can join us and we will be super happy to have you here.
Yeah.
So please consider subscribing.
Yes.
So yeah, please subscribe.
That's begging, Danny. That's too
please
pleases.
Subscribe. No, subscribe if you want to.
No, please do.
Please do subscribe
too
now,
much, Danny,
right
now. Now we're laying it thick. Too thick.
Ring the bell so you can know when we're live.
Yes.
And remember, we have a webpage.
Yeah.
It's called ourpaintedlives.com.
Yeah.
It's the place where we sell everything we do here in the channel.
Yes.
And as Nicolas was saying before, that's the way we can keep it going. So that's our form of income.
Yeah.
And we have Instagrams.
Yes.
There's both of our Instagrams. So Nicolas Uribe is Nicolas' Instagram.
Am I
and
barking my
Daniela
responses too much? My
OCMP. Yeah, always.
Yes. Yeah. Roar, roar.
And Daniela OCMP is my Instagram.
Yep.
If you also want to check it out. So
Awesome.
thank you everyone for
Perfect.
joining us.
Thank you.
Subscribe. We'll see